Welcome to episode 74 with returning regular guest Michael. We discuss the breaking news of Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. We also have a movie quiz on nepotism, Bond themes and soundtracks. We had a great time. We hope you do too.
I was going to say welcome to episode 74, but James just arrived looking like a fucking pimp from the 70s.
Trump.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, this is a special episode with Michael. Michael's joined us back again, and it feels like 2016 because Trump is
Liberal
back.
tears are flooding the street.
You two can have 1 minute to celebrate, and then we'll move off it. Go on, you guys.
How about an hour? It's still not enough.
Oh God,
Kev, all my investments have doubled.
what? Because you voted on Trump coming in?
No, because since he got in, literally crypto and everything has gone through the roof.
Oh, okay, I see.
So everyone's making money.
So Trump's your sugar daddy.
Did you notice the sun is shining a bit brighter as well?
out of his asshole?
You should have.
That's why he needs to wear shades.
Dude, what's going on with the psychedelic
Cool.
jacket, man? Like, you look like Rhys Ifans from that film where he plays the
Flavor Fly.
drinks vodka through the eyes.
Well, since we had Bon Ami on, the fame went to my head. So
Hey.
Oh, Michael.
Wait, when you start, you mean you go on, and now we're in.
To explain to
cycle.
Michael, if you've not seen last week's episode, which is out today, Emmanuel Bonamy, which is a French actor, quite a big French actor that we've brought up every episode for months. He messaged us saying he'd seen one of the clips, and he jumped on to surprise us. It was only me that
lovely.
knew, and like a proper famous actor came on and surprised Drew, James, and other guests as well.
That was nice.
Proper
that was humble.
quality.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
awesome, man. He was really cool dude as well. Really cool.
Really nice guy.
It's so nice when people just take that small bit of time just to make somebody's day in it. It's
Yeah,
nice.
I said, do you want to jump on for 10 minutes just to shock and surprise my friends? And he was like, yeah, I can spend a bit more time. I don't mind. He was on for like 30, 40 minutes or something in the end.
it took up quite a lot of our time, actually, when you think about it.
But he might be up for joining us again if we're lucky and nice. Just hope he
Kevin,
doesn't listen to that whole episode because it goes
Yeah,
a bit
if he listens to
rude.
that whole episode, he might not want to join us again.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to come off because I need to use my phone. I'm getting using really terrible slow-mo.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
So give me 2
Cool.
seconds. And
I'll do a marker.
do what I need to do.
I was going to ask you two. I'm just going to mark it and clip this bit out.
Just give me a minute, okay?
You two, are you guys fine for like Christmas dates and stuff as well? Like December on the Mondays, it's the 16th, 23rd, and 30th. So it's not any special dates, but
Should
I
be
don't know if
fine.
you've got things planned or not.
No, I think it should be all right. It's gone.
By the way, I'll wait till he comes on. So I did watch the Mission Impossible trailer. I didn't think it was a very good trailer, but in the same sense, I thought it was a really good trailer because it gave away absolutely nothing. Just showed loads of random things happening.
And it had stuff from the previous films in it as well. But yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
do you
bring that
reckon they
up
kill
properly in a
Luther?
bit. We'll bring that
I
up
haven't
properly
seen
in a bit. so we can-
either of those films. I know that the villain is really cool though, because the villain was in a thing called Ozark on Netflix.
I remember that. See, I
Goes
like that
next
trailer because it didn't really
Yeah.
give anything away. I had to stop watching trailers recently.
That's what's good. I want like shortcuts of action sequences without knowing why it's happened.
That's
And
why I like the Nosferatu
Tom Cruise
trailer.
running a lot.
Yeah, it was good, man.
I'm
I can't believe
excited
he's still
for
running.
Nosferatu more than anything.
I can't believe he's still running like all the time at like 60, like just legging
CGI.
it. CGI. They just CGI'd legs onto him.
Yeah.
It's Usain Bolt's legs, and they've just like deep faked Tom Cruise onto his legs.
Have you seen the guy on the internet that does all the running styles of different actors and stuff?
Oh,
Like Tom Cruise is like,
Yeah.
it's really...
that guy. Yeah, that guy's kind of TikTok or Instagram page has gone nuts. Like, is that the guy that like cleans really quick in different rooms
Right.
and just does really obscure?
Michael, turn it landscape.
Oh no.
Oh,
You need to open it in landscape mode.
It's,
flip it like it's hot.
It just means that when I do the social clips, if you're in portrait, I'll be like looking up your nostrils. It's like proper zoomed in.
Yeah,
that could be quite funny though.
that's the worst kind of view. Well, then it's a bit like a Blair Witch, isn't it? I don't know why I'm here.
James, is it too hot to wear your pimp coat for the whole thing?
It's actually really good quality. I thought it'd be awful.
It is so hot. Where did you get that pimp coat from?
Shen, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah,
I've never used it
There's
before.
lots of slave trade.
Somebody
Yeah,
shared.
not bothered about that. Someone's written "help me" inside the label.
Yeah, I mean, how many children almost got killed during the making of that coat?
Yeah, but they need jobs, so
I was going to say as well that shout out to Adam Baxter, who messaged me saying he's been listening to a few episodes, which
yeah,
is
he's
really good.
shreddified now, isn't he?
Oh yeah, I did see a picture. Yeah, I mean, there was nothing wrong with him before. He's just a bit more shredded. But hi, Adam. We think your body is lovely.
Not quite as good as Bowman's yet, though.
So just right.
Bowman's
just
number
to-
one.
Just to signpost this episode, we're going to do like a normal episode, but with the bonus of having Michael here. We've got quite a few bits of movie news. We've got some cinema chat, and I've got some quiz type stuff for everyone as well.
Ooh, quiz-delicious.
Got a new addiction, by the way,
Go on.
and it's nothing new. I've just never watched it until recently. Gangs of London.
It's old, man. You're so behind.
Screen loss.
Yeah, I know,
You're
but
5 years old.
I can't believe how graphic it is.
It's so gory, isn't it?
It's so gory.
It's
Okay,
like
It's like up there with
it's like a
Hostel and stuff.
Terrifier, and what is it? What's that called?
It's definitely not like Terrifier.
The levels of gore
yeah,
meet it
yeah,
though.
no, it's Terrifier type gore meets the Raid.
It's not even that. It's a mix of so many things. It's a mix of spooks. It's a mix of all these things, except they've got no barriers. Like that scene where they've got that Danish woman and they're pulling her nails, and you can see it all, and it's the teeth and everything. It's pretty
I haven't
horrific.
seen,
innit?
which episode is
Have
that?
you not- that's episode 8.
Of the first season.
Yeah, they've got the Danish spy tied up in there upstairs, haven't they?
Oh, I don't know.
And they're the whole episode is playing that one song over and over again, and they're slowly torturing her. It's pretty horrendous.
I'm pretty sure I'm on season 2 and I haven't seen that episode.
But
so
even the gunshots to the heads and everything, and then the African guys that are macheting people up and that, it's you'd think it would be off camera, wouldn't you? But nope.
it's brutal.
Michael,
Yeah.
you good? You don't want to be holding it the whole time,
Yeah,
though.
I'm good.
Can you
Well,
find a
this is
place
good.
to balance
It's
it?
not going
Do what I do, sellotape it to a cup.
because I've got it plugged in.
can't
charged
hold
at the
it
same
for,
time.
like,
It's
2
fine, when you
hours.
Go for it.
That's what she said.
He's going to have really big muscles at the end
You
of it.
can-
This is my rage whale muscle.
Bigger muscles. Right. Okay. Well, let's talk about actual stuff
Obviously-
then. So, since we kind of briefly mentioned it already, now fucking James is pissed off.
Oh, haven't I mean?
Punch you in the fucking head when I find you. Sorry, that was a bit
When
too
I
much.
digitally find you. Wait. Is that like a screensaver? You just
Now
go
he's
to
doing it to annoy me. Remember, I know your address. I'm going to post you some shit in a box.
Jay the Invincible. It's my dick in a box,
Dick
baby.
in a box.
That was a tune.
Did you say shit in a box?
Taking a box.
That's a completely different thing. Jimmy
I
Fallon
think
didn't help him shit in a
something like
box. That was completely different.
It's the same skit, but boxes round the back.
Hey!
So it was, yeah.
So, right, movie news.
This is the movie news.
Let's just start with a big one. I was going to lead up to it, but since we've already kind of mentioned it, has everyone seen the new trailer for Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning?
Yeah.
It's out
no.
literally about an
I've
hour
not seen the
ago.
trailer yet,
Like
no.
it literally just appeared. It's
I seen the poster for it.
there's not
but
much to
no.
explain. Like James mentioned, there's it's just lots of quick cuts, so you don't actually know what's going on. But you know that stuff that they leaked about the big stunt of him on the wings of that little aeroplane, the little double winged one.
Aeroplane.
Yeah, I thought that's
Blockbuster
not as
kinda
big
style.
as like the big one. So how is he going to make that interesting? Because loads of people do wing walks and standing on it, but in the trailer it shows a half a second
Yeah.
of a thing, and you go, oh fuck! There's looks like no safety harness. It looks like it does a loop de loop, and he's holding on to just a bit of rope from it, and he's dangling upside down as it's going upside down. It's trying to shake him off. I'm like,
Ah. I think that's going to be kind of like an opening stunt.
That would be good.
Rather than the main movie stunt.
Ha-
I think it'll be,
Yeah.
you know how like you did the holding on to the side of the plane for the
Number
opening
2,
of
he's on the rock,
the fifth one. Yeah, I think it'll be one of those kind of stunts because I don't know how a crop duster plays.
Well, that's it.
in the
He's going to
film,
build
but
up
anyway,
to
I
something
don't
we
know.
haven't seen yet, like the trailers for the first Dead Reckoning. We never saw the train and the train falling down that bit. That was one of the coolest bits as well. But there's a section where he's underwater, and I think Tom Cruise started the underwater thing of being able to do it for like 7 minutes or whatever. Kate Winslet holds the longest record. She does like 9
11.
minutes.
Oh yeah.
It's 11.
I don't know. No, maybe it is 9. I don't know.
I can't remember exactly, but it's
Wait. Does Tom Cruise
I
know
think
that
she
Kate
beat him
Winslet's
by
beating him?
about 50 seconds.
yes, of course he does.
That's so cool.
I think Kate Winslet did what
Oh,
Joey
he
did
puts all the
for
clothes
Friends.
on.
Remember, Joey says he could hold his breath for. He said he could hold his breath for like 10 minutes, and then somebody pinched his nose, and he's like,
But I reckon Tom Cruise is going to take the mantle back. I reckon all his training is just to hold his breath for a bit longer. He's going to get the record back, I reckon.
So
Because
can we
he's-
make because he's a bit longer so I
Yeah,
can
I
beat
hope
Kate
so.
Winslet?
Because in the trailer, he's not like diving into water. He's curled up fetus, like topless as a fetus, about 100 meters away from the surface, just calmly with his eyes shut. You're like, just to get down there is hard enough, and then to sit there, he's going to take his time down there.
Yeah, but then he's down on
Tom Cruise
at
gets
the
born
bottom
again.
part as well, and someone comes down to give him mouth to mouth.
Yeah, well, it's more of a kiss, isn't it, that turns into a mouth to mouth.
Oh, okay,
You
yeah.
know what the world record
I
is
think it's
for
meant-
the
kiss
world
of
James, you're
record for-
gone. Don't talk to me in black screen.
Sorry,
What do
my
you
phone
mean?
has
Oh.
a stroke.
We want to see you. What are you doing?
My phone's been a dick. The world record for holding your breath underwater.
Oh, you're Googling. How long?
"Is
No,
it
we're
not
talking
Kate
of
Winslet?"
movie
No?
stars. There must be
No, I'm
athletes
talking
that
world
can do more.
records. Bearing in mind, none of us could do it for like 4 minutes, I don't reckon.
Oh, I thought they broke the world record. I thought they
No,
broke the world
yeah, like,
record.
none of us here could do 4 minutes holding our breath. No way.
I
I
couldn't do a
reckon none of us
minute.
could even get to 3.
I couldn't do one.
Yeah, but that's because
The record.
we probably all had a bit too many cigarettes in our youth.
I actually held my breath.
No, I didn't. Don't deter me with that disgusting
Actually-
brush.
See,
Okay.
last
Sorry?
week, Kevin. Last week I was
Yeah.
driving through the Clyde Tunnel, and for whatever reason, when I'm driving through it, because the kids are in the car, I always say, "Right, hold your breath while you drive through it." It usually takes about a minute to go through it. So I've just got this thing where you go, right, hold your breath, and I did it, and it was like I think I counted to about a minute and 5, and then I exhaled. I did it no problem, but when I exhaled,
Bit
I was
dizzy.
like,
You turned
What is
around
it?
and both your kids are
"Not very
unconscious.
fast now."
Kate Winslet's not even in the conversation for the record.
I think they gave up at the 30-second mark.
Yeah,
but I was
just
like, my God,
remember
like,
when you do it
I don't
next
know,
time, if
maybe-
you stole the
I
car to
don't
tell
know.
your kids to breathe again. Otherwise, you just sat there for half an hour. What the fuck?
Were you seeing stars?
Yeah,
Well, you
exactly.
see,
You
yeah.
know
the
what I
world
mean? No,
record
it was
is then.
straight through. It's like 60 seconds.
The actual world record. Go on.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
12 minutes.
No.
Is it?
No.
24
8
minutes, 37
seconds.
seconds.
No.
What?
No. That's
Shut
not
up.
real.
Is that
That, yeah,
Aquaman?
that
Not
person
real.
died. That person died, got resuscitated.
No, it's on the Guinness World Records website.
Was that Kevin
And it brought
Costner in The Way of Water or whatever it was?
No, hit.
Water World.
He's 56 years old.
Water
The Way of the Water. That's Avatar.
56-year-old Croatian guy. Go on the Guinness World Records. There's a video of it.
Yeah.
No,
he did
completely
that
submerged.
with his nose above the water.
I don't believe that.
I don't think the Guinness World Records are
I'm not
allowed to
buying
lie
that
about
at all.
records.
24
I think
minutes?
there
But
is
wait,
like
no.
a legal thing there.
All right. Well, do you want the specifics on Kate Winslet? And it sounds less impressive now, but Kate Winslet on the set of Avatar, she held the record for 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Tom Cruise previously had the record as a movie star of 6 minutes. So she beat him by 75 seconds.
But wait, she's a movie
That guy
star as
comes
well.
in and blitz her by like 18 minutes.
Kate Winslet's a movie star as well.
But the thing with Kate Winslet, why did she need to hold her breath?
Well,
at
no,
all?
they
It was all
did things and
CGI.
CGI'd her to look some
what
of
was the
things, but they
point
still
about
needed her
doing
to
that?
do stuff and then CGI afterwards.
But why did they need her underwater for like 7 minutes? It makes no sense. I mean, Tom Cruise did it as part of a stunt.
I think she wanted
Makes
to do it
sense,
as a
but
challenge,
she's
to
done
be
it 'cause
honest, from
she's
what she was
like-
talking about. Because I think she held a long record from
Right.
Titanic as well. But it would have been like
Yeah, but
4
that's 'cause
minutes.
That's because she kicked.
Okay.
Yes, she
Did
kicked
Leo-
Jack off,
did Leo
though. That's
win that
why.
one? 'Cause he just
Or
jumped,
lost.
didn't he?
Don't say jack off if American people
yeah.
don't understand that phrase.
That's brilliant, though. You could have that as a what's the
Jack
rudest
off, get
part in
jacked off.
Titanic when she jacks off.
Right, so the next bit in movie news to bring us a downer is
That jokes are
Tony,
great.
Tony Todd has left us at the age of 69. Tony
Oh.
Todd from The Crow and Candyman.
Candyman, yeah.
And he's got a film
Rest in
coming
peace,
out in
Tony.
January called Werewolf Game.
Candyman 11.
I-
He was quite a dominating actor. Like he's very strong, solid.
So much
Yeah.
His
charisma,
voice,
right?
he's
Because
a
even when
great
he's in
voice as
Final
well.
Destination, he almost steals the whole film in those like one scenes he's got.
Isn't he the coroner?
Yeah, he's the coroner,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
he
he's
was
brilliant.
the mortician.
I know because I've been rewatching all them movies.
Yeah,
Coroner.
Ellen.
Yeah.
Ellen.
Yeah, I let Christian watch the first Final Destination just about 3 weeks ago.
it messed
Spent
me
the
up though
film
because
on
like when that
horror
shit
movies.
went down in the bathroom, I was almost scared to have a bath or a shower after watching that film. So like it started to smell after a while. I'm like, I'm not going in there, man. Have you seen Final Destination? Like, I ain't going in there, man. It was like,
Drew, you're phrasing today. You're phrasing. You just went, when the shit goes down in the bathroom, that just sounds like a normal afternoon.
oh yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. That's true. That's true.
I didn't realize he was in. Well, I did. Now I can see him, but he's in The Rock with Sean Connery. He's one of the bad guys.
One of the soldiers.
Captain someone.
Nimoy.
And so there's a new film coming out next year, Werewolf Game. Apparently, it's an American game, like what they play werewolf. I've got a feeling it's like that. What's the time, Mr. Wolf type thing, where you creep up and you freeze.
I really hope it's not that.
Oh, they do that in Squid Game though, man.
But it goes, yeah, that type of thing, red light, green light. But it's going to be ultra violent, and Tony Todd's in it.
No, I think the Werewolf Game that was from. I might be wrong, but I think it's from the study that the CIA did in the 50s, where they took a class full of say 18 to 21-year-olds, and they told half of them were werewolves. And people basically they done it again when they made people prisoners and people prison guards, and people
Yeah.
became genuinely
I've just
really
googled
cruel.
it. It's
I
basically
think
The
it's something to do with
Traitors
that.
on
Maybe not.
BBC. It's that concept, but werewolves
Yeah, that's
rather
what it
than traitors. That's it.
The CIA,
Yeah.
CIA did a lot back then. Like they made
Traitors,
they made Charles Manson accidentally.
Yeah. Charles Manson
He was completely created
friends
by the
with the Beach
CIA, though,
Boys.
wasn't he?
was-
Like 100%
Charles
manufactured by
Manson
him.
was on his way to being a. He was on his way to being a.
Charlie
What do
Manson.
you call it? A singer.
Well, he wasn't. He was not very good at it.
Yeah.
But he was,
He's the only guy. He's the only guy that ever never
Yeah.
killed anybody and
but he
spent
called
life
it
in
all.
prison.
Charles Bronson didn't kill anyone.
Yeah, exactly. I know, but
Violent.
Charles Bronson caused chaos constantly in prison, so you can kind of understand why his sentence was
well, yeah,
constantly
he fought with prison guards and stuff.
boosted. You know what I mean?
He just enjoyed it though, didn't he? He just
Yeah. He held,
Yeah, he
just
like,
both get
held
married
them
in prison as
hostage
well.
and things like that. You know what I mean?
Before we go off Tony
Yeah.
Todd's, last bit of fact. I think you'll all know it, but it'd be interesting for the viewers, listeners, whatever you want to call you. He negotiated in the Candyman. His lawyer, yeah, £1,000 per sting of
$1,000 a
bees, and it made him more confident doing the scene because he's got bees in his mouth, coming out of his mouth. He's surrounded by bees constantly, and he got 27 grand bonus from getting 27 stings.
Wow.
I don't know if I take that. 'Cause how many stings does it take to kill you?
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It won't kill you unless you're allergic.
One,
You'll be fine.
one if you're allergic.
Yeah, he's
Have you never
allergic.
seen My Girl?
And another bit of news is that we were talking the other week about the new helicopter Christopher Nolan film. Have you seen who's been added to the roster?
It's Anne Hathaway
Zoe
and
Saldana.
Zendaya.
Zendaya added to Matt Damon and Tom Holland.
Zendaya.
Also, Lupita Nyong'o is added as well
No way.
from
wow.
day one. So I'm very interested in that. I mean,
So wait, who thought it was something to do with Blue Thunder?
Drew just said the wrong name. You said Blue Thunder rather than
Blue
Blue
Heat,
Steel.
isn't it? I didn't know
Blue
that Blue
Heat.
Thunder was actually a...
No, you said Blue Heat, but it was Blue
No, no.
Thunder. Blue
Right.
Thunder was the Roy Schreider
Blue Heat just sounds like a porno.
helicopter film.
Like a sad porno.
Blue Heat was
Okay.
a good
That's
vigilante
the,
movie
that's the one it's based on, though, right?
with
Yeah.
with Brian
That's the one it is
Dennehy and Bill
based on.
Paxton. No, it's
Yeah,
not.
it is, yeah.
Is it not
It's
based
a
on
bit
the
of
helicopter one?
Yeah, no, Drew, you're,
Yeah, that's Blue
you're
Thunder.
right with the name, but you got a word wrong.
Yeah.
So it's Blue Thunder, not Blue Heat, or whatever it was we said. Because I agreed with you, but
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was wrong agreeing with you because
Yeah.
it
We're
was.
both wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
I made
They
it.
obviously didn't have.
We knew what we meant.
It was
And
the
we just got
actor in
the word
me
wrong.
that did it with such conviction, Kev, that you were like, yeah. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kev, apparently they didn't have health and safety or Google in the 80s
But where-
because
where-
50
where
to
did the
500,
actual-
between 50 and 500 bee stings can kill an adult.
50 and 500.
Between any number between 50 and 500, depending on tolerance.
So 27, he's fine. Okay.
Yeah, but if it had gone 50, it could have killed him.
But he's a big man.
But that's not 20. I don't think that was 27
Yeah, over the
bee stings
movie.
in one sitting. I think that was throughout his
He probably
Oh,
got
fine.
stung,
over the
he
movie.
probably got
So
stung once every other
probably
day.
one or two at a time.
That's not bad, though. If you've got a mouthful of bees, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, sorry, I only have them once. We're good. You're like, how many takes are they going to do of that? Like,
Yeah,
They've been doing one take.
yeah.
that's it. And have you seen the?
I was like, did you hear about Russell Crowe
What?
when he was telling the story about the
For what
spider
film was
coming out his mouth? He done a movie, like, it was before he was like, it was just after Romper Stomper. He did this movie, I can't remember the name of it, but he's been on, I've seen a couple of snippets of him talking about it, and he thought when it came to the spider scene crawling out his mouth, he thought that it would be CGI or something, and then they said, no,
What?
they bought the animal wrangler to the set, and they're like, if you just lie here, lie still, and he
Yeah.
was like, totally, when he talks about it, it's funny, but yeah, he basically let a
Oh,
triantula
how does that work?
crawl out his
What film
mouth.
that is?
Billie Eilish did it.
What, for a music
It
video?
would be after, Romper Stomper, probably
Yeah, Billie
before
Eilish did
Quick
it in
and
the
the
music
Dead,
video.
That's old.
somewhere in between.
The Sum of Us, For the Movement, The Silver Brumby, Love in Limbo, Hammers Over the Anvil. That's the in-betweeny ones.
Done a lot of crap, hasn't he?
LA Confidential.
This
The
was a
Inside.
thriller.
Got that.
No,
He's done quite a
before
lot,
that.
to be fair. I could be there all day trying to think which one it is.
He's done a lot of videos that, you know, when you used to buy a DVD player and get
LA
like 53
Confidentials.
free DVDs, and they were all just like films with someone famous on the front you've never heard of,
Yeah.
and there'll be two movies you've seen before.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Leprechaun
Or
with
it'd be just
Jennifer
like one
Aniston
big
on the
picture,
cover.
just be like a young, like Angelina Jolie or Brad Pitt just on the front. You've never heard of the film. It's from when they were like 21 or something.
Yeah, but that was
Well,
like California. Do you remember California with David Duchovny and Brad Pitt?
Brad
Juliette
Pitt.
Lewis.
Great movie.
And I can
Yeah.
never remember the other lady that plays David Duchovny's
Great
love
movie.
interest. But that was a great film. But that
Yeah,
was like
that-
before
Yeah,
Brad
that was a
Pitt
good movie.
had made it, right? But he was still, even as like a kind of
It was
down
in front.
and out, yeah, even the kind of down and out bum with a massive beard, like he's still ridiculously handsome, isn't he? Like,
But
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
so
good
the first I was going to say the first DVD when DVD players were invented, the first DVD player I got came with a free copy of Gladiator. Do you remember they always give you one thing? So I was quite chuffed for that.
Nice.
Because it was like, remember back then, it was like when you
good-
bought like a
good movie.
computer system like the Sega, it had Alex
Free game.
or Sonic inbuilt. Didn't have to put it in; it was inbuilt. But
They
I
were
thought it was
great
kind of
days, man.
Michael,
They
your
were great
storage
days.
is running low.
The good old days.
Your storage on your phone's running low,
My what?
which means you will literally disappear.
What does that mean?
So you'll need to do something about it. We've had it before, and
Was
we've
it
been
using
talking to a
storage?
ghost for an hour.
We had
So
it with
you
me
might
I think, when I was.
Right, okay. You just keep chatting, and I'll
Yeah,
come back
or
on
try
in
the laptop
5,
again.
10 minutes, right? 5 minutes, right?
All right.
Just okay, just keep chatting, right?
Yeah, I can't remember. We had someone else had stories low at some point, and then they
Was it me?
remember we were talking and they disappeared. Was it you? I can't remember.
Was it me when we were?
No, I think it was a guest. I can't remember. But yeah, there's a new trailer out for Captain America as well. Shows more Red Hulk. Don't know if you've seen that.
Did you hear the
Seen the
beautiful
video
story?
of them in the car with Florence Pugh out in the car for her new superhero film.
Did you hear the beautiful story about?
Thunderbolts. Sorry, Drew.
No,
What?
so there's a really beautiful story about Anthony Mackenzie and Harrison Ford.
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie, sorry, and he was saying, Harrison Ford was saying, "This is your movie, kid," and when people watch this, it's like, let's get you out there, man.
Just a real shame no one's going to watch it.
Whoa,
course they
whoa,
will. Forget about it.
whoa,
Marvel Universe is done.
No,
finished.
everyone
It's
still
over.
watches it. They watch it to complain now rather than watch it to
No,
enjoy
people
it.
will wait
but-
and watch secondhand. They'll watch secondhand Captain America, and hit superheroes that none of us knew when we were little on Disney Plus.
I reckon
No.
people are going to turn up, man. I reckon people are going
This
to
is
turn
a
up. for
big
that
one. What I like about this trailer is it's not too much on Avengers and superheroes. Yes, it's about superheroes, but the main trailer is about presidents and war and potential conflict. There just happens to be some guy that can fly in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not about 20 people that can fly, and because we're kind of bored of that. So this is more realistic, gritty, not realistic, but a more gritty film that just happens to have a Hulk at some point.
Yeah, it's a bit Nolan-esque, right? Because I think his character, instead of being Captain America at the time, he's kind of almost like what's the word? Like one of the security guards, like a bodyguard for the president, right? Essentially.
I don't think so. I think he's literally just he's
He's at the White House. He works alongside the president,
yeah,
right?
he's help for the military side of things, and he wants him to work for the president, as in be on his side when it comes to making decisions for military action. And that's the point of the trailer. He's like, what if we disagree on what to do? Because one's got all the guns and the bombs, but the other person's a superhero.
He's not a superhero, though, is he?
Well, he's
a bloke
an
with a
Iron
shield.
Man. He's an Iron Man type superhero. He's not can't actually fly, but I don't think he's as interesting as some of the other characters. I agree.
No one's going to give a shit. I bet it does not do very well.
I don't
And the one that
particularly give a
Florence
shit.
Pugh's in, that new one as well, that won't do very well either.
I don't particularly give a shit about Anthony Mackie's character, unfortunately, because it's not one of the big groups. But I'm still going to watch it.
What's
And
the
I'm
one
sure
with
I'll be
Florence Pugh
impressed.
called? The not Marvels, whatever it is.
Thunderbolts or
That.
something.
You're only going to watch it though if you've got your pass. You wouldn't go and pay money to go and see it.
Correct, but there's
Yes,
tons
exactly.
of films I wouldn't see if I didn't have the pass.
What was that film you said she's in, sorry? Thunderbolts. Like, what's that?
Yeah.
Wasn't that like a animated thing about a dog years ago?
No, that's Thunderbirds, and that was about.
No,
Doll.
I'm sure Thunderbolt or Bolt was like
Oh,
a
yeah, no,
superhero
Bolt, you're
dog.
right. Yeah, Bolt was the animation.
That was
of
a
dogs.
great one. I enjoyed Bolt.
All these films I watch where they're free on a streaming site, but am I
So,
getting
like,
up and going to see them now?
Thunderbirds, right? This is quite a bit of a off subject kind of, but it's still got thunder in the title. Anyway, Thunderbirds was made in the 60s, right? But if you watch it now, because it was re-released on TV recently, I think, and they've got all the different seasons, it's brilliant. Like, it's hilariously funny. It reminds me of Team America, but without the swearing, the rude jokes, and the sex. But it is brilliant. Like, they even put like fake sweat on them, and they're like, "It's really hot down here, Virgil." And like, they've got like, you can see all of the wires as they're moving.
I used to like Stingray.
Stingray was brilliant. All the Mysterons was really cool.
No, see, I had issues even younger with Captain Scarlet, because they were never suspicious of Captain Black, the only ever puppet with stubble. And did you ever notice that at the end of every episode they were like thought he was dead, like they'd never listened to the theme tune, Indestructible Captain Scarlet. Dun 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 dun. Like, you know he's indestructible. There's no drama. He just gets up out of like a bit of cardboard.
Do you remember every time a character died and they're like that, and the green lights would go over them, and they go, "Oh."
But Captain Black was hilarious. He was so obviously a bad guy they just didn't pay attention to.
Yeah, they're the best
Remember
kind of.
Marina? Remember Stingray? That was the good one, wasn't it?
Oh, Marina. No, I don't remember. No.
Troy Tempest and his mate that no one remembers.
No, I don't remember. Stingray. No.
No,
Sing.
absolutely not. It
Yeah.
had the best intro theme.
Man from U.N.C.L.E. as well was sick. That was great times.
Do you remember who wasn't cool? Joe 90. Just wasn't cool, was he? Some nerdy kid with some glasses. It's like, really?
I literally don't know any of those programs.
Oh, dude, you missed out.
Did I?
Thunderbirds was
Oh, what did I
prime,
miss?
wasn't it? Then it was Stingray.
Thunderbirds, dude. We're talking about Thunderbirds, and I was saying it's a classic now. Like, I watched it back for my birthday. Yeah, my birthday.
It's not Team America.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. It's no Team America, but it is like Team America, just without all the bad stuff, all the naughty stuff.
And
It's
I was
like
just saying how they're never suspicious of Captain Black, the only puppet ever with a beard. Like, he had dark stubble, was always walking around wearing black, and they always thought Captain Scarlet died, but it says in the song he's indestructible, so it's like, maybe if they listened to that, they wouldn't be so panicky all the time.
Bit of a spoiler for every episode. He's not going to die in this.
I was never really.
Stingray was good, but Marina was like a real troublemaker, I think.
I was never that into kind of Thunderbirds as a kid. Like, and even though it would have probably been repeats and things like that.
I liked the Thunderbird number 5. They hated him. He was the least favourite child. They put him in space, didn't they?
What was the other puppet show? There was Thunderbirds and there was the other.
Joe 90.
No, it was the ones that were all in the kind of.
Stingray.
They were like space cadets.
Power Rangers.
Oh,
No, it was like puppetry. It was the same kind of production.
I think with the witch. That's really, I can't think of what she's called.
That was Zelda. What's her name?
Yeah.
Terrahawks. That was terrifying.
Yeah,
that
that's
show.
it.
The Terrahawks was horrible.
Remember the Wombles?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit different.
I have an issue
More
with
into the Wombles.
because hear me out. They lived in a tree stump, right? Yeah, which would have meant they would have to be like squirrel size. Yet they used to sit on the park bench like every other person.
Ah.
There was never any little park benches around, was there?
Do you remember the Poddington Peas?
Yeah, they were
Yes.
troublemakers.
Down at the bottom of the garden.
Do you know who was the troublemaker that I find how he got away with it for so long was Brunt.
No.
They called the Poddington Peas.
Brunt. He always had the eyes and he'd steal stuff, didn't he?
Raggy Dolls.
Raggy dolls, dolls like you and me.
I was going to say bouncing here, there, and everywhere. What's that?
There is that as well.
Bouncing here and there and everywhere. We are gummy bears.
Deb's mum.
I still use references from Raggy Dolls. See if I see somebody with like headphones on, like big headphones, I'll be like, "There's was it Hi-Fi? His name was, or from Raggy Dolls? The guy, his head was back to front, but he always wore headphones. I'm pretty sure it was headphones.
Oh yeah, the blue one.
I know what you're meaning.
He
I
had,
can
he had
see it.
dungarees on and his head was on back to front because Raggy Dolls was basically all these kind of toys that were made up wrong.
Yeah, like Misfits, kind of like
Yeah.
Misfit dolls.
Diversity hires, you know.
Yeah, gosh. But it's like, do you ever? I go down that kind of nostalgic kind of rabbit hole. There's times where I just jump on YouTube, and I just watch the kind of like intro theme tunes to some of childhood.
I was watching.
like
I saw
Count Duckula, mate. Count Duckula,
I love
man.
Count
The music-
Duckula.
So good. Ducky Booze.
Ducky Booze.
That
So
was great.
So good. Count
About
Duckula.
Trapdoor.
I watched a clip today, and it was Alan Partridge. Oh, there's my son.
Hey.
It was Alan Partridge, and he said if you could put two celebrities, make two celebrities breed. If you can make two celebrities breed, force breed them, who would you have? and some caller called up and said, I would have Steve Hawkins and Pamela Anderson, because then you would have a sexy genius. And Alan Partridge says, yeah, but you could also have a disabled lifeguard.
Whoa. Oh.
A disabled lifeguard. I was like, Alan Partridge was so funny, honestly.
Wow. That's so quick-witted as well. Like,
My kid's running
That's
right
brilliant.
he's making it like a disco now. All the
Yeah.
lights go.
I've got a few more movie news for you, just so it doesn't take up loads of time, because we're 40 minutes in. I'll blast off a few, comment on a few if you want, just so we've got a few things out there, and then we'll go to something else. But Gladiator 2 is obviously out this week. Anyone going to see it?
No.
Going on Saturday.
Michael?
Saturday.
You've seen it Saturday?
Yeah.
Amazing. You might not be up for it because I know you've got other things going on, but maybe following Monday, if you want to do a spoiler special with me at like 6:30 for half an hour,
Yeah.
we could discuss it. We've got a guest on at 7, but just for like a quick half an hour.
That sounds good.
I actually might go to the cinema this weekend.
Holy shit. Get off your ass and do something with your life.
I do. Just don't sit on my ass and go to a cinema.
Yeah, because
Get off your ass and sit on your ass.
Sit your ass again.
Get off your ass and
Go
go sit your
outside
ass.
in the wilderness.
Get off your ass and go sit in your ass in a
Wait,
dark
James
room.
throws axes at trees, guys. Come on, man. He's training. He's training to be one of the Avengers.
He did that once. Now he's just a man with an axe in his bedroom.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And he's nodding. Drew, you can't see it because you don't have a cinema.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've asked for my money back.
LOL.
They were like, "We're going to freeze your account." I was like, "How about you actually give me my money back, though? You assholes."
So anyway, the point I'm making for Gladiator 2 is that Paul Mescal and Ridley Scott have already agreed to do another movie because he
Not
likes it so
Gladiator,
much.
please. That would be.
No, it's a pandemic survival type thing.
Oh wow, I haven't had one of them before. That's original.
I think
We're going to get tons of them for years, man.
I
They're
think
going to be
Gladiator
like
3 is already in the works, though.
No.
Who is
No,
that?
it is.
You
I
talked
think
about?
I think
I've not heard that.
he always wanted the trilogy, and obviously there's been such a delay between the first one and the second one. But I think while the ball's rolling and there's some fire attached to it, they're going to try and speed up the production of the third one.
I don't think like Paul Mescal is particularly big and bulky enough to be like a big bulky guy. But
Just
then
quickly,
again,
speaking about balls
Russell Crowe
rolling,
wasn't
is that
either.
on the subject of balls rolling? Is that Paul Mescal the one from All of Us Are Bummers, whatever it's called?
All of Us Strangers.
Yeah.
The one that got the cum shot on his shoulder.
What crap film that was.
Yeah, I'm not. He's a good actor, but I'm not a huge fan. I don't really see. I don't see him as having star power. You know
It
what I mean?
reminds me
Like
of Benson Boone.
maybe this is.
I like
maybe
him.
this is the game changer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
this is definitely going to be the change because prior to that, he's an amazing actor, but in like proper
Bad
dramas, like proper
But
like.
then when you think
emotional dramas.
Russell Crowe when he did Gladiator, he had star power going in. He had just won
Yeah.
an Oscar for LA Confidential.
Oh, Beautiful Mind.
A
Yeah.
Beautiful Mind. Was that before? Was that after, before Beautiful Mind?
No, yeah, I think it was before.
Gladiator.
Wasn't that before Gladiator?
But he was definitely a star regardless. So I think everybody kind of. I think Denzel's kind of the name pushing the movie right now.
Well, Denzel's the one that's pushing Paul Mescal everywhere,
Yeah, I
saying
seen
that
that,
this
I
guy
know.
is the best. Like,
Yeah.
And if you look at what Paul Mescal's done, he's not done any action films, but the films he's done, they're all big films in the sense of those emotional drama type ones
Yeah.
that everyone rates him highly, even though he hasn't done big budget. But this is going to be the change, I reckon. This will be the big one.
He was nominated for that Oscar for that one where is he playing like a teacher or something? He's trying to look after that kid.
After Sun.
After Son, yeah.
And
That just
obviously
sounds like
normal people that got him on the map.
Did he get
yeah.
an Oscar nominated? I can't even remember that. I don't think
Yeah, I
I've seen
think
that.
he did, yeah.
Well, Well, slightly old movie news, but we've never brought it up. Has anyone seen how Billy Zane looks? Look like as Marlon
Oh,
Brando.
He looks incredible.
That looks insane. That looks
I thought-
insane.
I thought it was a picture of Marlon Brando. I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
what's
it looks
Marlon-
incredible. I don't know if
Yeah,
the film's
I was-
kind of... Because Billy Zane's kind of off the map now, isn't he? So I don't know if it's any kind of... Or if it's like a TV movie, like... I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know
I
what it's
hope
going
it's
to be,
not.
like
I
a
hope-
biopic or something.
I think Billy Zane's a great actor. I don't know why he's kind of... He's always kind of been in the shadows, isn't he?
But isn't it good when like an actor from nowhere gets cast because he looks like someone? You like just pure luck because you look, or you can put something on, or you've like that's pretty good.
Well, like, or just they've been given like a decent role to kind of revive their career. Like, because I was thinking that about Michael Keaton in The Bird, man.
Yeah.
Birdman's one of my favorite films.
Yeah,
John
like
Travolta, Pulp Fiction.
100%.
Mickey
Like when
Rourke,
people,
the wrestler.
yeah, 100%. This
Demi
could be,
Moore, The Substance.
yeah, this could be, yeah, you know, his return, man.
Is it, right. Is Paul Mescal and Benson Boone the same person?
Don't know who that is.
There's Paul Mescal. We all know him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's Benson Boone?
Oh, he's amazing. Really
Sounds-
good singer.
Wait, is he the TikToker that makes food?
No.
Sounds like
Hang
a
on,
fake
wait,
name.
wait a minute. There's a guy called This Guy Cooks. Willie Cook. No, sorry, look, Willie Cook looks like Paul Mescal as well.
Stop saying Willie.
Benson Boone.
Don't say Willie.
Google. They look exactly the same.
Hang on, let me
Cool.
just show you.
No, don't show me your Willie.
No, don't show me. No, look. Hang
We
on.
would
Oh,
see it because you're pixelated. Even James showed it. His went pixelated when he showed
Yeah,
There
it.
you go. That's an older picture of Benson Boone.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, and no, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Great. This is the worst show and tell I've ever seen in my
that
life.
could be Paul Mescal making.
That looks like him as well, to be fair.
That could be Denzel Washington for all I know.
Whoa,
You might have
whoa,
one of them
whoa.
faces as well. Like everyone looks like him, like Margot Robbie. She has a load of lookalikes, doesn't she?
What's the girl that played in she plays that kind of southern girl. She's always in My Name is Earl.
Oh, my name's... Yeah, she
kinda
looks
talks
exactly
like
like
that.
her.
She's,
She's
Margot
amazing.
Robbie's double, or Margot Robbie's her double. Sorry, Jamie Lee.
Lee.
Something.
Fox.
No. Look
La,
up.
la, la,
look
la,
up.
la,
My
la.
Name is Earl. She's like third lead. My God, why have I forgotten her name?
Do you know he was a professional skateboarder?
Jamie Presley.
Jamie Presley, Margot Robbie.
She's great.
Could be twins.
Did you know the guy from My Name Is Earl is a professional skateboarder?
I did.
Jason Lee.
He's
Jason
in.
Lee.
Yeah, he's in one of Tony Hawk's
Yeah.
games.
That's Jason
Yeah.
Lee from Mallrats.
Yeah, he's brilliant. Other bit of news.
Vanilla
I might
Sky
have mentioned this to James previously, but I can't remember if I mentioned it on here. Godzilla -1 is getting another film.
A sequel.
Yeah, well, I don't know what it is. If it's a sequel or a different perspective of the same accounts or something. But if you haven't seen Godzilla -1, it's completely different to every Godzilla film you've
Kev,
ever
I think
seen.
you'll find there's actually 3 new Godzilla films
It's
coming
really
out.
good. Yeah, but they're just action-packed
I
bullshit
don't
that
get
are good.
Godzilla movies at all. I've never
But-
seen a good one yet.
Godzilla
X Kong are
-1.
good.
No, it's good. It's good, but again, it's
Godzilla
all,
-1 is like watching Jaws.
no. I know, but again, it's like all this slow build up. You just want to see a big dinosaur wreck some stuff. Do you know what
Well,
I mean?
Yeah,
what-
that's
Godzilla
you're
and
like the
Kong.
Godzilla X Kong ones. The
Yeah,
last
what's the
one was
Godzilla
wicked.
Kong?
I know. I took Christian to see that in 4DX. It was good, but I don't know. There's just something about
The
it.
new one's got Destroyer in it though, which is like the ultimate like end of worlds kind of character. So that should be quite good.
I just don't.
But
I
they're all,
don't
they're
get
all
the appeal.
fun. But yeah, they're never like anything amazing. They're just fun. But the Godzilla -1 I thought was an actual proper good film. Like I think it got nominated for an Oscar for.
The only thing I don't like is
Visual
they killed
effects.
Godzilla at the end.
Did they?
Next one, I'm not that bothered, but I will watch it because I watch everything. Game of Thrones movie has begun at Warner Brothers.
What's the movie of though?
Will it
Like,
be a
can't
trilogy?
The show, the show went on for
Is it
100
Jon Snow,
hours.
or-
How do you make a movie?
Who are the
Don't
characters?
know. All the information is in the sentence I said previously.
I bet you part one's called Winter is Coming.
In part 3, almost came.
Yeah, it took too long for
The
winter
problem
to
they've
come.
got there is they're going to make something that can be nowhere near as good as the TV show, and they know that.
Well, obviously, but they're just going to capitalize on the brand.
Do you think
That-
you'll watch?
With Peaky Blinders, guys, the Peaky Blinders movies come. Them
Do you think you'll watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah, that's different. That's going to be good, though.
Do you think
That's
you'll
No, I
watch
know.
it?
It's gonna be good. I'm just-
Barry Keoghan's in it. That's going to be good.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think Game of Thrones, when you watch it 10 years from now, it's going to have the same
The
impact?
TV show.
The TV show?
It's the greatest TV show of all time.
What? Blasphemy.
I
No,
watched it really late. I
Based
watched
on
it in
one
the
thing and one thing alone.
I
As in,
watched it in the
like,
pandemic, so I watched it late anyway. It was better than I thought it would be.
As in production wise, nothing will ever be it. 'Cause every single thing in that film was made. That TV show was made for that TV show. Nothing was bought from like a shop or anything. It was all handmade and everything. So visually
Wait,
and
wait.
production wise, it's the
You're wrong.
best. Until the last season, it was the best. The last season ruined it.
You're wrong though, James. Apart from the Starbucks cup that was bought by someone.
Yeah.
That was bought. Yeah.
No,
Right.
I don't
And that
know.
was deliberate
But
as
for
well.
me, again, see when you watched like certain seasons, there was characters that I absolutely loved, and then you would actually forget their storyline because it took like 5 episodes to get back to that cat. There was just far too much going on, and I could have taken half the cast away and kept it. I just felt like
Well, what they,
I don't know.
Like,
Well,
look at the
it's-
things that are competing with it. Breaking Bad, not a chance, not even in the conversation, has zero rewatch value
I
whatsoever.
just rewatched it. It was amazing.
It's
Breaking
so
Bad-
slow
Breaking Bad
though. When
was
you know what's happening,
better.
at least in Game of Thrones, there's a lot of stuff going on. You could just pick a random episode of Game of Thrones and probably enjoy it. Like,
Do you know?
but you
Yeah, but
couldn't do that
do
with.
you know
that's
why
the
I
sign
watched
of not a
Breaking
good
Bad?
program. You want it all to be tied together, otherwise, what's the point?
Do you know why I watched Breaking Bad again? Because I had just watched Better Call Saul. I'd never watched it.
love Better Call Saul.
And I
Ah.
absolutely loved it, and I thought you can't watch that and then not watch Breaking Bad. And it made
Yeah, yeah,
Breaking, and it actually, as a prequel, it made Breaking Bad 10 times even better. Watching it for the second time.
then
Game of
the
Thrones
irony
will always
is
be up
wait,
there because of the
Better Call
visual.
Saul.
Sorry, Drew, go.
I was saying the irony is then you rewatching Breaking Bad, waiting for Better Call Saul to appear.
Not necessarily. Like I just understood the characters a lot better. I had more empathy for certain people, and
Yeah.
But they were
it made it
both
better.
good. But they were both good series that worked well. Like, I enjoyed both of those.
Yeah, I'd still.
I think
I'm
Game
still,
of Thrones will always be in the conversation in the same way that Lord of the Rings will always be in the top films of all time.
Have anybody's watched the Lord of the Rings TV show?
No.
No, thank you.
Oh no, I've watched the first season. It was good. It was. I don't know. I think I'd need to watch. No, it looks stunning. Do you know what I mean? But there's just it's a story kind of telling in it. It's a bit.
I mentioned this before, but not to you, Michael. But I listened to a podcast, and they're pretty geeky, and they do like their Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones type stuff.
One willing to rule.
They all admit that they hated
Sure.
Was it Rings of Power, the most innuendo TV show title? But they've all said that Rings of Power, the second season, is phenomenal. The first one was
I
shit.
thought it was going to be like I've not seen the second season. It felt like it was a slow burner. This build up to some,
Yeah, so maybe all the good stuff happens in the second.
possibly. Do you know what I mean?
Um,
Just jumping back to Game of Thrones real quick though, the first 4 seasons, it felt realistic because they traveled to different parts of the different areas, right? And then they said in season 7, no, from 6 to 8, they just started learning how to teleport because they
Yeah.
get to different
Yeah,
places.
but there's certain things
quickly.
they have to like speed up, isn't there?
That's my
No,
only,
no, but that's what created the beauty of the first 4 seasons.
it's my only criticism of Game of Thrones. It
Not
was just
realistic.
some of these things were just too widespread, and it's kind of messy.
The ending was lazy, but they ran out of books apparently and they had to make it up. So it was like,
Yeah.
it kind of made the whole thing pointless. Just, I won't say the ending in case anyone hasn't seen it, but when
No,
I
mate,
watched it, I
it
was
was
just
an
like
IKEA
disappointed.
It was
Pardon?
an IKEA advert. The last episode is like an IKEA advert. They're just adjusting furniture for 10 minutes.
It was just bad, like lazy. It was almost like someone had gone into them and be like, right, you got 10 minutes, quickly write an ending. It was so bad.
What was
Right,
the what was the
next
delay
one.
though? There was a bit of hesitation with the actual writer, wasn't there?
No. The 2 directors wanted to go off. The 2 Davids, they wanted to go off and do the Star Wars film. And then rumor has it, because the last season tanked so badly, they didn't get the part to direct the latest Star Wars.
Good.
Gutted. You might have seen this one already as well. The Wayans brothers have greenlit a new scary movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
That could be quality.
I
It
hope
could be
they're
horrible.
allowed to do stuff, not be like wet bags. Because if it's some wokey thing, I'm not interested.
I don't think they'll do
It'll
it.
be legs, and it'll be like a mosquito or something.
Like, I want to see Miss Man make a return.
With the balls hanging out.
Yeah, it's like shaving your pubic hair does not remove crabs.
Yeah, he was funny. Or she, or they, or them.
Miss Man.
I think, do you know something? I watched the Charlie Sheen ones. The first and second one were amazing. My strong hand. But
Take my good hand.
when
When
the third one came out and the fourth one came out, I remember hating them because obviously it was
There's
just.
6 of them.
I've definitely not seen 6. I think I've seen
Do you
4.
remember the one where the girl, the black
6
girl,
is
got in a
next year.
relationship with like the little puppet from Saw, and he was like,
I've not seen that.
Do you remember that one? She's like in like a relation. She's like having his baby or something. He comes wheeling in, little tiny little puppet thing.
But
I think I've only seen the first 2 or 3. Number 3's got
Should have
Leslie
like a
Nielsen in
lovers'
it
Leslie
tip or
Nielsen's the
something.
president.
and Pamela Anderson, so I must have seen
But I actually
3.
rewatched it like not maybe like 2 years during the pandemic or something, and it actually was really good. It was different from the first 2, but it was still funny. Do you know what I mean?
I think Anna Faris is so underrated. I don't know why she's disappeared. She's hilarious.
Again, I think she's got potential to be a really good straight actor too. Like, now just put her in
Yeah.
that weird role where she doesn't need to make that goofy face. Like,
Where she runs away when it's like doing the scream bit, and she just runs away like that. And it
into
is,
the camera.
yeah, but it's quite like the original because she runs
Aren't
away a
they
bit
doing-
funny as well.
she was good in The
Aren't they doing
Dictator.
White Chicks too?
Yes, yeah,
If
yeah.
they're allowed to do White Chicks too, we're allowed to have Tropic Thunder too. Eye for an eye,
'Cause I
Wayans
miss you.
brothers. Eye for an eye.
Do you remember her in The Dictator with Sacha Baron Cohen? She was the lead.
Wait a minute. Yes, it was her. Yeah.
He called her.
Then he finds out she's a Jew at
Yeah,
the end,
he-
doesn't he?
he-
He's like,
He called her Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
oh, you're Jewish.
Yeah, that was good. Well, that's the thing is, he can take the piss out of Jews because he's Jewish. So
She says, I'm pregnant. He says, is it a boy or an abortion?
Whoa.
God.
That film is so funny, though, isn't it?
The 2
Brilliant.
last bits of movie news, then we'll go into something else. Is Ice Cube is doing a new Friday film,
Okay.
Chris Tucker
And-
must be coming back.
and me and Mike were talking briefly the other day. Jacob Elordi is apparently becoming the new American Psycho.
When
And no one cares.
I knew they were going
Jason
to cast
Bateman.
him. He's Frankenstein now as well. And
Is he?
Del Toro's Frankenstein, yeah.
Oh yeah, with Christian Bale as well, right?
No, Christian Bale's done another one with Maggie Gyllenhaal's directed it. 2 different movies.
Oh yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, with the girl from damn that thing with Tom Hardy. I can't remember now. You know, the Tom Hardy TV series that he wrote.
Yeah. Taboo.
Ozark.
Taboo. That's the one, dude. Yeah. The lady in that. The lady in that.
I don't know who it
So I
is.
was thinking of Jason Bateman because I said Jason Bateman instead of Patrick Bateman for
Yeah.
American Psycho.
That's Teen Wolf 2.
Groovy.
Michael, have you seen The Penguin?
Loving it. I've not seen the last 2 episodes, so
Mate, it's an absolute masterpiece, man. Sorry,
Yeah.
like I know that you guys haven't seen it yet, but I was just gonna say, like, finally, like I've always been a huge fan of Colin Farrell, and I think
So have
you
I.
were as well. 'Cause I think I listened
Absolutely.
to one of the things where he said that he's kind of underrated because he fell into that bracket of just being a good-looking dude that plays kind of similar characters, and they want him to be a good-looking dude in most stuff.
yeah.
But by God, when he is like a character, like when he's in Horrible Bosses, he
Yeah.
almost steals the film.
Every time.
And it's like whenever he gets to like uglify himself, which sounds really weird saying
in,
that.
in Bruges.
Um,
Bruges for me was
brilliant in
Oscar
Bruce. That's
worthy.
the honest- Yeah, he's brilliant in that.
I've no
but I
idea.
honestly think he's getting Emmys, bro. He is seriously
Yeah.
getting Emmys, and the awards are going his way.
I've no idea
I
why
like
he
him,
was.
he should have got an Emmy for punching the midget.
I've no idea why he was never cast as Bond. I think he would be a great James Bond right now.
I was thinking he would have
he would
made
be
an amazing one.
He would make a great Bond right now. I don't want a 30-year-old
glad
Bond.
he
I want a
didn't, 'cause
50-year-old Bond.
I'm glad he didn't do Bond, because if he did Bond, he wouldn't have done all them great films he did.
I don't know. I think he still
True.
would have, like, because he's very passionate about the writing, and it's always every part that he's ever got is because he's developed these great relationships with the actual writers who seldom become writers directors of these movies. So like, and I think he really does chap into that reading things and like, oh, I want to get this made. So
I feel like off the back of the Penguin, he'd make a really good Bond villain, though. To be fair, now.
I know they're still casting the kind of Bond thing, but I don't want.
I wish it was Henry Cavill.
I don't want. I just think Henry's too big. He's huge. Do you know what I mean? Like he's a beast.
Yeah,
man.
maybe.
I mean, he looks the part for definite, but he
sounds the part.
He kind of played Bond in the Man from U.N.C.L.E. That was kind of his version of a James Bond, wasn't it?
Do you know who would be a really good James Bond? But I don't think he's English, so a little bit controversial. You know the guy that plays Superman in the Superman TV series?
Yeah.
Him.
What's that? He's Hawaiian, is he not?
I don't know, but he's a smaller version of Henry Cavill, isn't he? Really?
Yeah.
But he still looks like menacing.
A Hawaiian Bond.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Joe?
This is going to sound rude.
I think I do. Wait, you talking about a Smallville TV series?
No, the one after.
No,
the one now.
The one that's on now.
Oh no, I don't know.
I think it's Clark and Lois or something. It's called, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. You'd probably recognise him if you saw him.
Oh
Superman.
wait, I know the one I know the one. He was in Suits as well, wasn't he?
Possibly. He
Tyler
was in Hall Pass.
OG.
No, you're thinking of him.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Did you ever
The
see
guy
Hall
you're
Pass?
thinking of. What's the guy called in the thing that you're talking about?
I
With
know
the really
because
cool
he looks
name?
like Henry Cavill, right? A bit.
Yeah, who is he? What's his name?
I
Who?
fucking can't remember now.
The guy
He's
from
playing
Suits.
Suits, and he's also in The Stranger. Is it The Stranger?
Oh, the guy
That
that plays
TV
Harvey. The guy that plays
Well,
Harvey
we've all got the
Specter.
internet. Like, huh?
You talking about the guy that plays Harvey Specter in Suits?
Yeah. What's his name?
Oh, I can't remember his real name. Kevin.
Someone
Kevin-
get it. My iPad doesn't
Gone
work
off.
anymore.
I'm gonna just quickly check now. Hang on.
He's got a really cool name,
20
whatever
minutes
it is.
just guessing names of.
Suits
Viewers at home, I hope you can guess as well. I hope.
Drew's still
This
not
is not
googling.
interesting.
I am trying to Google. I just having a bit of a
His
situation
name
here.
is
Gabriel
Match.
Mack.
Is it
There you go.
Match?
That was with no Google.
Mac.
Wow, dude, nice. 10 points to Gryffindor.
He
Great
would be
stuff.
good as a Bond, potentially.
Listen, this is going to sound controversial, but I've said it for years. But I think an American should be allowed to play Bond.
Yeah.
Superman was
British
British.
people
Spider-Man
put-
was British. Every superhero going has been played by a British person. I don't see why
Good point.
Yeah,
an
Tom
American
Holland,
can't
yeah.
play Bond, as long as he can do a good British accent.
Wait, who would you think though? Like, have you got someone in mind or like?
Gabriel Mack
I
would
don't know.
be good.
At
But
the
can you
time
imagine him throwing punches in
after
that?
Inception, I thought Leo DiCaprio could have made a really good Bond.
Wow.
The
Or
thing
just
is with
dye his
Bond,
hair black.
Bond has to be a mid-card actor. It can't be a
I
megastar.
can't be a megastar. Yeah.
No, it has to be someone that's ready to commit to 10 years and become the next, like,
Do you not think Daniel Craig dragged his heels with the Bond movies? Like, I think we got like
yes.
4 or 5 over nearly 20 years. That's shocking.
Do you know who did the most Bond films?
Roger Moore.
Connery?
Roger Moore. Yeah, Roger Moore did 7 Bond films, and then Connery did 6.
How
But-
many did Pierce Brosnan do then? 5?
5.
He did 5. Yeah,
I would love to
He's
see
not
Pierce Brosnan
bad,
do one
is
right
he?
now.
yeah, and then Craig did
The
4.
problem is with Pierce Brosnan, he had them ridiculous ones where the guy had the diamonds in his face.
That was a
and
good
It's
movie.
like,
Yeah.
That was a really good movie.
stupid fucking
I
movie.
I like my Bonds to be, and that was the one thing Daniel Craig didn't have. He didn't have that kind of supervillain. He didn't have a Jaws. He didn't have an odd
He did
job.
at the end. He had Batista.
I know,
for
but
one
what
of
did
the
he have?
films.
Fingernails like a
Not
bag
really.
lady? Come on. No.
Yeah, I know that was awkward, man. That was really
Right.
awkward.
So since it organically James Bond has been cropped up, do you want a quick music round quiz of Bond theme music in the first person?
Yeah.
Yes.
The movie.
Like,
Lovely.
Twitter.
Lovely.
So rather than shouting out the movie, shout out Buzz and then the movie.
How about we just put our hand up and you say anything? Otherwise, it's going to be a mess.
No, because lags and stuff. Just shout the word Buzz, and then I'll come to
Lightyear.
you. Because if everyone says the name of it, I've got to try and think who said the first word first. But Buzz is clear who gets
Buzz.
it, and then
Buzz.
Buzz. Budweiser.
right. This
Yeah.
requires everyone to be silent for like 5 seconds, and then I'll just play the first.
We're just like naughty children in
What's
detention.
what is
Go
the
on.
game? Guess the movie to the song.
The movie.
Right. Okay.
Which movie is this song from? Do you want a bonus point for knowing the artist or song?
By the way, I'm quite good with Bond
If you
songs.
want.
Like I'm not going to say that. I know some obscure ones.
Right.
Ooh.
for the film. First one to get the film. Okay, so
Buzz. Buzz.
Yeah. Buzz,
GoldenEye.
Michael.
Tina Turner.
Yeah, easy.
Oh,
Nice.
2 points. Right, so that's the game. Ready for the
Guns
next
out.
one? We're going. That was good off that. I couldn't tell anything from that.
Bum 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 bum.
10. Like, I feel like you should get a bonus point for this one because it's not. I don't think this one's going to be easy.
Buzz. It's from Russia with Love. And is
Thunderball.
Drew.
And is it?
Drew gets it.
Oh, is it Thunderball? So as I'm thinking, what was the one from?
Do you know who wrote it?
Oh yeah, wait, it's Tom
Tom Jones.
Jones.
Tom Jones.
John Barry.
Oh, John
Oh.
Barry wrote it. Oh, who wrote
But
it?
Tom Jones.
I thought it was performed it.
Tom Jones.
Is that too loud?
No.
Wait,
Is
Kev,
that
you just.
or is it good?
But hang on, Kev, you just contradicted yourself because you said if we can guess the performer, right, rather than the writer of the song.
Well, I'm just looking at what's here. It's not Tom.
But wait, did Tina Turner write GoldenEye?
No. Bono wrote it.
So she just performed it. So my point is, you
that-
gave points to Michael for Tina Turner, and I said Tom Jones, so I should get 4 points.
Yeah, you're right. No, it does. Well, I didn't know that. I didn't say that. It just says John Barry on my phone. Doesn't say Tom. So you get 2. Well done. Next one.
Buzz.
Michael.
Living Daylights. Aha.
Fucking hell.
Wow, dude. Sick.
Right. Okay. Ready?
Buzz.
But
Beauty a Kill. Duran Duran.
Christ.
wow.
The Aha one is such an underrated song, by the way. It's a great song, Living Daylights.
Next one.
Buzz.
Michael.
Adele. I don't know what it's called. Skyfall.
I know.
Skyfall.
Buzz.
Mike.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
James.
Skyfall.
Oh,
Buzz Lightyear.
okay.
Is that Adele?
No time to
Skyfall?
die. Nope. No time to die.
Yeah. And
Billie Eilish.
bam.
Oh, was it Billie Eilish? I thought
Oh.
it was Skyfall.
The Who is a her. Next
Ooh.
one.
Buzz.
Michael.
It's a
Yeah,
Daniel
5
Craig one.
seconds.
Oh, forget it. Somebody else get it. It's a Daniel Craig.
Anyone else?
Spectre.
What? I'm gonna
Spectre.
keep going because no one answered.
This is the end.
Drew.
No, no, no.
I was going to say Spectre,
Skyfall.
but I can't remember the singer.
Skyfall.
Is this on Skyfall?
Oh, Skyfall. It's Skyfall.
It's Skyfall, but I'm trying.
Find
Is
out.
it Adele? Yeah.
Well, no one buzzed. No one said buzz. That was just
Buzz.
a garbled
Yeah.
of people saying things.
Just think about
Okay.
scaffolding anyway. On a scaffold.
Let the sky fall.
Couple more. This is the only one I would get straight away.
I like this guy.
Stop, Buzz. Buzz.
Michael.
Live and Let Die. Paul McCartney. And the Wings.
Nice,
Did you,
dude.
see,
Nice.
did you see Paul McCartney blew up on stage the other day?
Physically.
Did you not see it?
No.
He was playing that song, and a pyro went off that was so big it engulfed him and his guitarist.
Is he okay?
Whoa.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, but it was like a fireball. It was
Live and
pretty
Let
intense.
Die.
He went live and let die and went.
Guns N' Roses version of that is awesome.
I'm gonna do 2 more.
You could do your proper quiz after this. We weren't going to
I
do a
got my
Bond
light
quiz
on.
earlier.
Yeah.
I lost
2
my light.
more.
My light just died.
Oh.
Quick, go before Drew comes back. People
There he
listening, don't wait.
Ready?
My light
3,
just- my
2,
light just
1,
died.
and shh.
Buzz.
Michael.
What's... Oh my god,
5,
I forgot her name.
4.
Moonraker
Moonraker.
and... Why have I forgot her name? Shirley Bassey.
Shirley Bassey.
I was thinking Gladys Knight there. Shirley Bassey.
Can I get half a point for saying
Yeah.
Moon Ray?
No, because you cut in on his answer.
Okay, sorry.
Next one. Ready?
Buzz.
Buzz.
Sheryl
Is
Crow.
this the Oh.
Yeah,
and it's Tomorrow Never Dies.
this is insane. Found. We need to do like a real James Bond quiz. Need to get Michael on your team.
Yeah, phone a
Last
friend.
one, and if none of you get it, you're all idiots. This is
Yeah, Buzz. Goldfinger.
well done, Drew.
Shirley Bassey.
Mm-hmm.
Goldfinger.
I do know James would have got loads of questions. Just, Michael was just far too quick.
Can I ask?
I
Michael
was waiting for you to play
Can
the
I ask
Alicia
every
Keys
one
and
of
Jack
you
White one.
what is your favourite Bond song?
Alicia Keys and Jack White.
What? What one was that?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the one
It's this
that it
one.
should have been a Bond song.
Yeah. How bad was that?
That was supposed to be for Casino Royale, wasn't it?
Rael. Yeah,
Another
Such a
way
good
to
song.
die. Oh, do you want one more bonus one? Go on.
go on.
Buzz, Madonna, loved, it's
Die
Madonna,
Another Day.
Die Another Day.
Die Another Day.
Yeah.
Okay, that was
Rubbish
bonus.
song,
I'm
though.
not including that. So Michael got 12, Drew got 6, James yet to score, but I know he knew loads of them. Just wasn't as quick as you because you guys are far too quick.
So what's all your favourite Bond song, apart from, well, we know Jack White and Alicia Keys? Drew, what's your favourite?
Ooh, probably Goldeneye, I reckon.
Man with a Golden Gun, probably second.
Kevin?
Wings 100%, Paul McCartney.
Mine's is Nobody Does It Better
Oh, that's beautiful,
by
that one.
Carly Simon. Is it Carly Simon's song, Nobody Does It Better? I think it is.
Actually, Live and Let Die is really cool as well. When you were
Man
young.
with a Golden Gun's a bad tune, don't it?
Beautiful.
Nobody
And cut
does
the
it
full band.
better.
Epic song.
Makes me feel sad for the rest.
And I like No Time to Die, Billie Eilish.
Do you know what I
but
love?
just like
There's a
Billie
cheap plug in, is it Ted? Mark Wahlberg, and he talks about the Octopussy song all the time. And he gets somebody to sing it live on stage. It's our
remember that.
song, Octopussy. You never seen that in Ted?
I can't remember it. I've
Who's-
seen it.
That's awesome.
Who's the girl that sang? Oh my god, she's like an epic singer. That she's in Ted, and they go and see her live in concert. Oh my god! Don't know why
Stevie Nicks.
I didn't know.
We're just
Help
listening
me.
to Michael
I know,
mumble,
I know.
man.
Yeah, no, I know the one you're
Oh,
talking about now, but
My brain's switched off.
Well, I
you
was
used
gonna
all that
do-
energy during the James Bond tracks. That's why.
I've just crashed. Yeah. No. So anyway, he goes like, it's our song because obviously when they first dated Octopus, he was on TV.
Yeah.
And the song from Octopus is actually a great song. But anyway.
I
Yeah.
want to know what the real quiz is now.
Yeah, I've got a couple of rounds actually.
Oh,
Um,
that was just a teaser.
I won't do a proper cinema selection this week because none of you are going to be interested. But I will say I saw Juror #2 this week, and very, very good. Highly, highly recommend. I'm talking about English and American people. Nicholas Holt's American accent. Wow, so subtle you wouldn't even know he was British.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
great actor.
Someone putting an accent on, it's just natural.
But I thought that with X-Men though. He's brilliant. He's American and X-Men as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Oh, he's Beast, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He should be
Redfield,
better
he was
than he is.
American in that.
He should be bigger than he is because he is big, but I've got a feeling this film, the Clint Eastwood connection, and Nosferatu are going to push him into a bit of a.
I am so
You
excited.
know
for
that it was
Nosferatu.
between him and Chris. Sorry, it was between him and
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson for Batman.
For Batman, I was about to say that. You stole.
They made a
my
good decision. They made a very good decision.
I don't know. Nicholas Holt's like 6'3" or 6'4" or
Yeah.
something. He's massive.
I know.
Yeah, but when I see him, he's still in that comedy bracket for me.
Skins, was it Skins he was on? He started.
Yeah, Skins, Renfield, About a Boy. Like,
Yeah, he's got a kind of goofiness to him that's kind of.
he's got a youthfulness. He's got a very kind of youthful.
Whereas Robert Pattinson had like, whether you like it or not, the Twilight films where he was quite sort of like dark and moody, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Listen, I've always been a fan of Robert Pattinson when he's done a lot of films that are just out there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Mickey 13 looks great.
Yeah, Mickey 17.
17.
Do you?
what was the movie
was
that
referring...
What was the movie he did when he was robbing the banks and he was robbing stores and things like that with his brother?
Oh, Good Day. Good Time.
Oh, great movie.
Good Day.
Good,
Yeah.
good movie.
Time.
Good Day. Did you hear about that's an Easter egg in the Batman? At the beginning, the red jacket.
Oh, is
The
it?
guy going in goes to rob the place. It's like a little homage to Good Time.
Nice. I've never noticed that. That's good.
It's really cool. But I was going to say though, I feel like Robert Pattinson is like the British Leonardo DiCaprio, if I'm honest, because he started quite young. He's worked with some of the best directors, and he's just got better and better. And he really pushes himself and takes on really, really bizarre and interesting projects. Like,
And that's the way to go. And I think Colin Farrell's done the same. He did the Pretty Boy stuff early on, but then he got into these really deep parts that it's not for everybody. He's not trying to make blockbuster movies. He's not waiting on his agent calling him. He's reading things and saying, "I want to make this." So
yeah. Well, do you remember how good he was in The Lobster? Again, I think he was nominated for The Lobster.
Great. He's so good when he's been so subtle and ironically is a really good looking guy. And it's funny how he can, without makeup or without anything, he can make himself look really ordinary.
Yeah, but I think, oh my god, he's just so good in The Penguin, man. I just can't get over it. Like,
yeah, when I watched it,
good.
I think he just kind of looked at Robert De Niro as Al Capone in The Untouchables.
Yeah, man.
He kind of put a bit
I
of
want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. Yeah, it is exactly that, isn't it? Actually. Yeah.
I think I don't know where Robert De Niro's moving to, because I think he's moving out of New York because Trump got elected. So I wonder if he's coming to the UK.
All them. Here's a question for you. Do you reckon all them wetties that said, "Oh, we're gonna leave,"
No.
are gonna leave?
He said that
Really?
Of
course
he
they're
said
not.
that 4 years ago and they didn't leave. So
Let's
Also,
not forget, Taylor Swift is all about the environment as she flies around 200 times a year on a private jet.
Leo's the same. You know what I mean? It's like,
No celebrity can talk about the environment
and
because
to
they're
be
all
honest,
horrendous
if
for
that
it.
election proved anything, it was nobody cares what a celebrity thinks. The Democrats had every celebrity on the planet
I bet
voting for
if
them.
you went to a celebrity that was like, "Oh, climate, mate. Okay, well, you're flying economy now. Oh no, well, no, I got my private jet because."
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, exactly. They in 1 year they do more damage to the environment than we'll do our entire lifetime.
Yeah, of course they
Also,
will.
James,
but as do as I do, not as as do as I say, not as I do.
James, I messaged you last week. Did you see on Shudder the new film Black Cab?
No.
You still got Shudder, right?
Yeah, always love it.
Yeah, it's free. It's a brand new film with Nick Frost from Shaun of the Dead.
Talking of
He's a bad guy. Talking of what?
sorry, no, carry. You carry.
No, go on.
I was just going to say, talking of celebrities trying to help out and stuff, during the pandemic, I was like, if one more celebrity shows me how to wash my hands, I'm going to lose my mind.
It's just virtue signaling.
That's
Like you
all
had
it
The
is.
Rock and Oprah Winfrey asking for people to give money to Hawaii, and they're both billionaires.
And Oprah Winfrey owns more property in Hawaii than any person that lives in Hawaii.
Blue roof, should we say?
Yeah.
Just blue roof and leave it at that?
Yeah. It's
Crazy
hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is celebrity is now associated with hypocrisy.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
billionaires asking people on minimum wage
Yeah.
to give them money is ridiculous.
That's vile, innit? Like Paul Newman didn't
And
ask
they're
anybody
talking
for
about
money.
saying how bad everyone is for the environment, and they've got private jets, 20 vehicles, like 25 staff with them all the time. It's like,
It's
come on.
obscene. And that's what me and my wife were actually talking about that. It was like, I think the overkill of everything. First of all, I don't know why any one celebrity would say, vote this way, vote that. You're literally cutting off half your fan base. Because even Joe Rogan was talking about it with Elon Musk, I think. And it's like, the Avengers all got together. Do you actually want me to stop enjoying superhero movies now? Because you're shoving your politics down my throat, and it's going to make me hate you. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah, they all look pretty stupid, didn't
well,
they?
they do-
And they were trying to come up with a catchphrase, and that
it's
was
just
a bit cringe to
It was
watch.
cringe, but as me and Nicola were talking about, it was like, when you think about when we were growing up, our movie stars made movies, our musicians made music. These people are now drink my drink, wear my clothes. It's just overkill. It's just too much. It's this greed. Everybody needs to be a billionaire now. They can't just be.
Do you know what was bad about it though? Is did you see some of the celebrities that came out that didn't support her, that showed the emails offering them money to show support on their like streams and stuff, and they're like no, and they were getting offered like money
Yeah.
to like promote it.
Well,
Because didn't you
Oprah
see?
Winfrey
Didn't
took
Kamala
$1 million
spend?
to turn up at that.
Did you not see Kamala raised just over $1 billion? She spent 1.3 billion. Trump raised 300 mil and spent like 100 mil or
Yeah.
something.
His first
And-
campaign was self-funded.
All her money went to paying people
Celebrities.
to promote her, I think.
Celebrities.
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey
How
took.
did you spend $1 billion?
Oprah Winfrey charged her $1 million to turn up at her conference. $1 million. So they're telling you vote for this person, but I'm only here because I'm getting paid $1 million. I would vote for
I will
Kamala
say-
Harris if she was paying me $1 million.
And
I
then they
will
went to
say,
a P Diddy
one
party.
last thing on the thing though. Did you notice that the only states that voted for Kamala were the ones where you didn't require an ID to vote?
Yeah, it's just so. Oh,
And they were saying they were ploughing the swing states with illegals. Just they were saying if Trump lost, there'd never be another election because they put so many illegals in different swing states that they basically buy the election by putting them there. But like you can go there, but you vote for me. But
What's the next round?
Miserably.
Yeah, I've got.
Is it politics? Is it name the president?
No, we're not doing that anymore.
Cool. No, I was saying earlier, James, do watch Black Cab. It was quite good actually. I really
Is it a
enjoyed
funny
that.
one? He's in serious
No,
stuff.
it's a horror. It's full horror. Sort of. It's horror.
Yeah, there's so much on Shudder, isn't there? Like, it's a bit of a sort of Pandora's box. There's so much bad things on there. It's like trying to sift out the good.
Yeah, but I've definitely seen quite a few good stuff that's on there I want to watch. Like I mentioned before, there's a film called Daddy's Head.
I think I only got it because it had Late Night with the Devil on it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that Daddy's Head's meant to be good, but I
worth
started
it.
watching it and kind of turned it off. But
Right. So okay. Also, you've probably all seen it. Have you seen the film Ready or Not?
Yes, brilliant.
Wow. Here is our recommendation of what to watch this week.
Yeah, isn't it?
I think so.
It's
I
got
got
the blonde girl from Scream 6, because I know that you watch the Scream films, James.
Yeah, the girl
You
at
know-
the beginning who walks into the alleyway.
Yeah, in the red dress.
Does a big scream.
Yeah, what's she called?
Oh, she's in a green
She's
dress.
actually.
Mara Weaving.
Can you put a picture up? She's actually quite a big actress, isn't she?
Yeah, she's great. And then she goes, now I see red.
Yeah, her.
That's ironic. She's in a red dress as well.
I thought she'd been in it longer.
Yeah.
Is she another
I thought it was
Australian?
But yeah, this film Ready or Not,
so clever.
I thought it sounded
Oh, is this
cheesy.
one when they play hide and seek?
Kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
Well, it's literally hide and seek.
Yeah.
But with violence in your favourite actress, Andy McDowell, James.
She's brilliant in it, though. She is
Won't go that
brilliant. in
far,
it.
but she does the job.
Yeah, she's better than Is That Rain on my face? Is that
James,
blood?
did you hear? James, did
in
you
my
hear
face?
that?
Yeah, I didn't say she was a bad actress. I just said that she was bad in that film.
Yeah, but I thought the film was really. I watched it the weekend, and I've been putting it off because it looked too cheesy. I thought it's going to be a bit naff.
I thought it looked quite
So
good, but I
good.
didn't realise you could stream it for free.
But because they're about to release, they've decided they're making Ready or Not Part 2.
Yes.
I thought I'll give it a go. So
Is it? What's it
I
streaming
love
on?
it. It's on Disney Plus now,
That's
and
the only thing I haven't got.
it's advertised as coming to Netflix this month. So it'll be out on Netflix shortly. But
was
yeah,
so good.
definitely advise it. All right, do you want a little bit of a quizzy quiz?
Is this the real quiz?
Are you? Well, they're all quizzes.
It's
I've got
all
some
real,
music-
man.
I've got some music again, but before that, I've got another one. I'm hoping it's not going to be easy, so I'm going to add extra points for more info in case one of them's easy. Are you all right, Michael? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
okay,
no,
and stuff?
Nicholas is joining us the other side, colouring in, but it's fine.
That's cool. Right, I'm going to give you a human's name, and don't shout out.
Centipede.
Think about it for a second. It's not first person answers. Have you all got like pen and paper or something? Maybe.
No, just go for
Or is
it.
that too much to ask?
Just go
That's
for
far
it.
too much to ask.
Right. Okay. Have a second to think about it.
I will say one thing. I think you should get the whole question out before anyone can answer, because if I listen to a podcast and there's a
Agreed.
quiz, I like to kind of be involved. But if you get 2 seconds into the question and someone shouts the answer out, no one else can
Okay,
answer
fair
it,
enough.
can they? Just listen to a
Well,
bunch of people shouting. What?
Like what you and Drew did to Michael when he was having a second think.
To be
Well,
fair,
then there's a rule.
I was shouting out and then brain freeze as soon as I had to say the answer.
Right.
So
You can only say buzz if you know the answer.
why don't we
So
put
if
our
you
hands
say
up then?
buzz,
Why don't we put our
you
hands
got-
up and you can?
or whatever, yeah, you got 3 seconds to say a
You've
word.
got to finish the question, though.
Yeah, that's
Otherwise,
what
it's-
I agree. Finish the question fully.
You lose, and it's someone else's chance. Right? So I'm going to say a human's name, and they're a famous person, and you're going to tell me who their parents are. Sometimes it's going to be one famous parent, or it might be 2 famous parents. You
hate
get a
this
point
already.
for each parent. It's not difficult when you understand it. I'll give you an easy one first, so you get the idea.
If you buzz before the question's finished, you are excluded.
Forfeit. Yeah.
I'm all right. I will say a film the person's in, or a program. Then I'll say the person's name, so you know who I'm on about, in case you're not sure. Okay, so
I want to play a game. Now the game's simple. It's time for fingers on buzzers.
this actor is actually in Across the Spider-Verse, James. But he's not known from that. He's in the Hunger Games, but he's mainly known for being Huey in The Boys. This guy's name is Jack Quaid. Who is his parents?
Buzz.
I was looking down and only heard James. So who put their
Douglas
hand
Quaid?
up? What?
Douglas Quaid?
That's not a
And
human.
Meg Ryan.
It is. Dennis
Dennis
Quaid, I was meant to say, I think, yeah.
Okay. Right. Is that the end of your answer? That's one parent. Do you know the other parent?
Mrs. Quaid.
Moving over to someone else?
Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Meg Ryan.
Can I just say though, I feel like Michael and I lost out on that because I thought we agreed that we was going to be hands up rather than buzzers.
I said Buzz. None
Okay.
of
You
said Buzz?
guys-
Wait, isn't Douglas Quaid the character in Total Recall?
Yes. 2 weeks, please. Doug
He's
Doug
also-
Quaid.
Quaid.
Doug Quaid.
Douglas Quaid.
Duck Quaid. Woo!
Consider that a divorce.
Colin Farrell was in the remake of that.
It's a good remake.
What,
It was,
Total Recall?
it was a good remake, yeah. Kate Beckinsale was scorching in it.
And
Yes, she was, but it was shite. Wasn't
No,
it?
he
it
put
was
on-
good.
Colin Farrell put on all that weight. Do you remember? He was quite buff.
Quite buff. Did 2.5
Colin-
seconds. Couldn't get up.
Yeah, he put on quite a bit of bulk for the part. Remember, because he was
Yeah, but
saying
To disagree with you guys from before, I think he's a very good actor, but he's been in a lot of shit films.
Really?
A lot of shit.
A lot.
Yeah,
a,
I'd
a
say-
lot is more than 3.
70-30 crap.
What?
Oh
Give
no,
me-
yeah, no,
give me-
mate, I agree. There was one called Cassandra's Dream that was terrible.
Yeah, that was bad.
But he's
Ewan
also been in,
McGregor. You cast Ewan McGregor and Colin Farrell as 2 London Cockney brothers. I'm sorry, what? That's
Yeah,
terrible casting.
That was.
but he was great in Phone Booth.
Brilliant in Phone Booth.
Okay, so this next actress, this is an actress who is, she was in Maxine, which I don't think any of you bloody seen,
Shock.
a horror film from this year, Maxine with 3 X's, but she's mainly known as the main person in Emily in Paris, which I've not seen. Her name's Lily Collins. Who's her parents?
This feels like we're just advertising nepotism.
That's the point.
Can I take a guess?
Yes.
Bold guess as well.
Go on.
Phil Collins.
Yes.
That was a good guess.
Phil Collins. Who would have
Nice.
thought that?
But the mum, I wouldn't have a clue.
She must be good looking because Phil Collins looks like a Polish
You know,
mechanic.
you've seen the...
Yeah, he's.
She doesn't look like that in Emily in Paris.
the mother
but
must be scorching.
Yeah, I
you
don't know
get
who
a
the
point
mum
for
is,
one
so
of them
yeah,
because I'm
that's...
out. I can't get another one.
So that's not the important one. So, right, this should be an easy one. Oh, well, I think it's easy, but
Will Smith.
everyone's different, I guess. This person, everyone look at me, so no one's looking at iPads and shit like that. So the biggest thing she's been in recently, I suppose, is Stranger Things. and she was also in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
The ginger
Maya
one.
Hawke, who is her parents? Michael.
Yeah,
Oh, I was thinking.
I think I know.
Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke.
Oh, you son of
Bam.
a...
I was going to go with Ethan Hawke, but not Uma Thurman.
See, that's the strange thing, isn't it? Sometimes you can just think of the surname and name it, but quite a lot of these people have a different surname as well.
I keep forgetting to fucking buzz. I'm just putting my hand up like a
Me
twat.
too.
This one, okay. Say the words buzz, because I'm not always looking at you.
True.
I know, I'm going to say it if I know.
Doing things. Okay, so this person also was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and she was also in Poor Things,
Buzz.
which I've not told you the
sorry.
person's name yet. She was also in Kinds of Kindness, Drive Away Dolls, and she's basically naked in all these films. And The Substance. Her name's Margaret Qualley. Who's the parents?
Buzz.
Michael.
Andy McDowell.
Yes.
I don't know who the father is though.
No. Mr. Qualley, who is something to do with farming.
As soon as you said Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I knew who you were talking about right away.
Yeah.
She was a girl with her feet on the dashboard.
Yeah. She's brilliant.
Pussy? Was it Pussy her name was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that was flirting with Brad Pitt in the streets, holding the
She's
jar
a
of
great
pickles.
actress. She was in a TV show called The Servant. Was it The Servant?
Yes. No, she was not in that.
No, it's not The Servant. What's the what do you call a house cleaner? Another word for a house cleaner.
The
No,
maid.
The Maid.
Mistress.
Was it The Maid?
Oh, the film The Maid. Yeah, that's just come on Netflix.
No.
That's new on Netflix.
If you
this week.
IMDb her, she's in a TV show where she plays like
The wench?
No, she's like a maid or
The
something.
Mexican.
No, there's a film she's in called The Maid.
Mexican maid?
No, it's not a film. It was a TV show. And Andy
Well, maybe
McDowell's
it's
in it with her. It was a great show. Really good.
The
The
kitchen
Asian,
porter?
the Asian Handmaid's Tale.
It's only in the past 4 years. It was after Hollywood.
Yeah, it's a mini series called The Maid.
Oh, The Maid.
I
Yeah,
just
that's it.
said.
That was a great show.
Yeah,
I thought you said it was a movie.
In the final
I
season,
did. I
she
thought
got,
it was a movie.
You did say movie.
in the final season, she got replaced by a Roomba.
She got replaced by Alexa.
And a Roomba, yeah.
The next one. Here's the next one. In fact, let me just bring up what she's in because I don't remember. So she's actually. This is proper nepotism. This is nepotism like through the roof. If I say all these films, you won't get it. Like
That's
This
helpful.
is 40, Knocked Up, Funny People, King of Staten Island, all these things. But
Oh, Seth Rogen.
she is
No.
mainly famous for Euphoria. That's the big one. It's Maud Apatow, who's her parents.
Buzz,
Michael.
Judd Apatow, and what's her name? I love her. Judd Apatow's wife, obviously. She's in all the Adam Sandler's films. What's her name?
Anyone else?
No, because I've never seen any of that.
Yes, you
I
have.
know Euphoria, but I...
What? She's the star in This Is 40. I'm trying to think. What's her mum's
That's
name?
probably too much. Leslie Mann.
Leslie Mann. I love Leslie Mann too.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
Paul Rudd's
Wife.
in This Is 40 and stuff like that.
And
She's
Knocked Up.
brilliant.
She is
She's brilliant.
brilliant. I love her.
Right. Here's a big one. I don't know. Michael might know both parents, but I'm sure you'll all know one of them. There's no point telling you the film she's in because everyone knows her because of her great success. Madam Web. Dakota Johnson.
Buzz.
Parents.
Buzz.
Go on.
Morgan Freeman.
Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson.
Bam.
Yeah, they got a lot of explaining to do, don't they?
Are you not
Here's,
a fan?
here's an easy one. If
I'm a fan of her. She's really funny, but she's just in such bad films.
Well,
You've
Joker,
got bills to pay, though, man. You
Joker,
can't always...
Jo-
I like
Joker
she's
2
funny, though.
got
She's like, I never watch back my movies.
Joker 2 scored lower than Madam Web, so
Wow.
I like
I
Madam
think
Web.
Joker 2 scored lower than the actual happenings of Auschwitz. So
Let me edit that one.
pretty bad.
No, staying in. That's his fault. No, she's been in good films. She's been in like Bad Times at the El Royale. She was in the remake of Suspiria as well.
50
Yeah,
Shades
Babsy.
of Grey.
Some of the best films ever made.
She was in Black Mass.
What was the
Yeah.
one she
Johnny
did
Depp.
with Fat Amy?
Oh, the comedy.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
How to Be Single.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was funny. She was also in a really good film called The Bigger Splash. And
Is that with Fat Amy?
No.
oh,
That was quick.
horrible.
Drew. That was quick.
Horrible people.
Thanks, man. I'm here all week.
And she was in the Lost.
Yeah, but did you
Daughter
notice
as
that
well.
Fat Amy got not fat and now she doesn't ever get a job in anything?
Nobody wants to name me.
Wait, are we talking about the Australian bird?
Yeah.
I think she's married. She got married to
A woman.
Yeah.
recently as well.
She's a Lebanon. What's her name again?
Rebel
What's her
Wilson.
name?
Oh yeah, because she's in
Rebel Wilson,
Bridesmaids,
yeah.
man. She's in Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids is the peak of her career, and Pitch Perfect's good.
She basically
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
get paid in Bridesmaid.
What
That
is,
was just her
what is her
star
real name?
stuff.
That's terrible.
Rebel
What do you mean
Wilson.
she didn't get paid?
Rebel Wilson.
Rebel
She didn't.
Wilson.
She got like nothing for that.
She
film.
kinda
It's like a
plays the
low-budget
same
Well,
film.
she
person.
just turned up for the catering. Like, what?
She wasn't the funny. She wasn't a big name. No one knew of her. That's her
She still has
first
to
like.
get paid. You can't just be on set and just be like,
A lot of people get paid scale. They walk away with like nothing.
oh, okay. Yeah, because I heard Jonah Hill got paid scale to be in Wolf on Wall Street.
Maybe. But I'd have got.
Sylvester
He took a
Stallone.
pay cut.
paid Martin Scorsese $10,000 to be in his film.
Well, this is what I'm saying. He took a pay cut and took a punch in the face to be in Wolf on Wall Street.
Sylvester Stallone does that in every
Good.
film now because he would rather his wages go towards better actors to act with. So for the past,
Wow, that's
for the past 20 years, Sylvester Stallone takes his SAG rate. Say he was getting 20 million, his normal wage, he would take that 20 million and put it towards better actors. Because that's why if you watch a Sylvester Stallone movie, no matter if it's great or good or whatever, he's always got really good, high quality actors in it with him.
Actors opposite him. Yeah.
And that's because their wages are getting paid and he's taking SAG wages.
It also helps him though, because they say
course
if you're in a scene with better actors, you bring your A game. Like
That's why he done that.
Have you seen that
boxing
film?
movie with De Niro? You know what I mean? Like,
talking of Colin Farrell again, just to bring him back in this episode, why not? He's in that film with Roman El Reyes or something. With it's Denzel Washington and Colin Farrell.
what one was that?
Roman L something, and Denzel Washington plays like a kind of he like wants to be like a judge or something. Like, hang on,
I've not seen
it's
that.
crazy because like Colin Farrell's in this.
I've not seen that.
So do the next question, or are you?
Yeah, go
you
for it.
finding
Sorry.
out the name of the film we don't know.
Sorry.
Okay, the next one. He's been in the film 22 Jump Street. Drew, are you?
I'm
Are
in.
we talking about Tatum or the other one or the Franco?
Jonah Hill.
Neither. He's been in a film called Night Swim and TV show Monarch: Legend of Monsters about Godzilla. This is Wyatt
Great.
Russell.
Thanks for showing us that picture of him.
Roman J. Israel.
What
So, are you
does he
playing
look
this
like?
round, or are
Buzz.
you losing this round?
I don't have a clue, mate.
Buzz.
I'm out.
Yep,
Is it Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's son?
correcto.
Wait, did you just not show us a picture of a black man?
No, it's the back of Denzel Washington's head, man.
Drew's
look.
just doing his own thing. Drew's on his
I
own
thought
planet.
Kev just showed.
Was
Kev's
Colin-
talking about a
Was
question,
Colin Farrell in that film?
and then he shows the
Yeah,
picture
man.
of someone
I
completely
remember.
different.
I think
Yeah, that no one cared about. So then
Denzel
it was on-
Washington. It's a true story about a man. I think he's kind of like on the spectrum, and he became a lawyer. Or something.
Yeah,
that
that's
right?
it. That's it.
Yeah, that was good.
Kev, you just
I
did a
don't- I
question
don't
about
remember
an actor.
Farrell
I
in it.
said, what does he look like? And you showed me a picture of a totally different person who was black. It wasn't even. Then when he says,
No, that's me.
Last question. Last question on this. Drew,
Yeah.
so I'm showing us
Denzel
pictures
Washington.
we don't know anything about.
Face to face.
Yeah, Colin Farrell gives him his shot, basically, like, he gets him on the path. That
Yeah.
was a good movie.
Right. Who is the parents? Josh Brolin,
Buzz,
Michael.
James Brolin. I don't know who his
Now
mother
for the
is.
trickier one.
His
feel like-
his stepmother's
Anyone-
thing, we obviously...
Anyone jump in with the mother?
Oi, oi.
It's not Thingway. What's her name? Oh my god, the
It
singer.
is Thingway. Yep.
My god, is that his actual
Shirley
mother?
Bassey.
James loves this singer because she is depicted by his
Barbra
favourite
Streisand.
actress.
Barbara
Dolly
Streisand.
Parson.
I Couldn't hear what you said
Dolly
there, Kev.
Parsons,
So.
not a name.
Barbara Streisand.
That is.
Is Barbara Streisand his mother?
Wait, Dolly Parton is her name, isn't it? Isn't that the one that does work in
Parton,
9 to
not
5?
Parson. It's a different
Dolly
surname.
Parton. Okay,
Kevin,
my bad. Sorry.
Is Barbara Streisand his actual mother?
Apparently so.
I'm sure
I've not
that's
done the
his
DNA,
stepmother. Is it
DNA
not?
test myself, but that's what Google says, and I'm not
But guys,
questioning.
even then, to be connected to that kind of ilk, like you're good.
Well, did you ever watch the interview with James Brolin, and he's talking about how when he started off in Hollywood, and he's talking about when he made No Country for Old Men, he was basically broke, and I'm like, your mother's literally worth about $400-500 million. You're broke, ain't my broke. Like it was, it was really this nepo baby monologue. It just seemed like bullshit. You're like, listen, see if your father's James Brolin, who, if you look at James Brolin's IMDb, the man's never been out of work in 70 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he made money in the good old days when it was like Dynasty and all that stuff. So he was making big money. And again, Barbara Streisand, I thought it was his stepmother. I didn't even know it was his mother. But to pretend that you're out there struggling, and I don't doubt that there's people out there that don't take handouts for their parents and all that. But when they've got that much money, I'm pretty sure your rent's covered.
What about Emma Roberts?
And your car's paid for.
What about Emma Roberts as a bonus question?
Eric Roberts.
Yeah,
Julia
Eric
Roberts.
Eric Roberts.
Yeah.
My friend did a...
Yeah.
My,
Do you remember
And
Eric
and it is
Roberts
Julia
best
as well.
known for Best of the Best and a Mariah Carey music video?
Best of the Best is... No, he's done The Specialist with Stallone. Great movie.
He did a Mariah Carey music
Best
video.
of the Best is an
guys, he's
amazing
in
movie.
the Dark Knight. Guys, he's in the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Maroney.
he was in the Mariah Carey music video.
Yeah. Well,
My friend did a
He's
film
in loads
with...
of stuff.
My friend did a film with Eric Roberts, and it was a really low budget movie. Eric Roberts, as long as you put him up and pay for his flight, Eric Roberts will make any movie with you. He will literally, he loves to act and he loves to just get involved in anything.
Get him on this.
Like,
yeah, do you think he'll come on Rageway?
he probably would. So
We'll order him a Domino's.
my friend did this really low budget movie with him, and they were filming in France. And I kept on telling him, "Oh, listen, Eric Roberts is the best because like Best of the Best. I love that movie." And he actually wrote me a postcard
You got to pack it in.
saying,
pack it in here.
we were missing you over here, Mike. Hopefully we'll meet again or meet someday." It was really nice that he took the time to write that. My friend gave me.
That's cool.
His hair was tremendous in that film. And also, isn't it the most, when you watch back Best of the Best, which I did recently, how in real life that tournament would probably be cared less than if someone delivered your milk that morning. Like, it's like the most over the top, like, Korea.
It's
And
an
like,
amazing
so
movie.
ridiculous.
It's so good.
About some like taekwondo tournament that it wouldn't even be on TV. It wouldn't even be on like British Eurosport.
Chris
would
Penn
it?
stole the show in that movie. Chris Penn is so good in that movie.
It's just the bar scene as well when he's like that whole knockout. When people do that in a movie is the best.
No,
Like,
no,
it
Tommy.
never happened, would it? You'd be like, "Ow, idiot!"
But how good is that? See at the end, I don't know if you know this. The Simon Rhea, who was the Korean guy, the good guy at the end, and his brother get killed by the bad guy. The guy that killed his brother is actually his real brother in real life. They're two brothers.
Oh.
That,
I like the second one where like the cowboy guy gets killed by that like big.
That's Chris-
what's
that's
it,
Chris
Baraka?
Penn. Baraka.
Baracus, isn't it? Yeah.
I love this. Listen, see when you were like 10
Big
years old
Baracus.
watching the movies, those movies were martial art Rockies.
But
you know
even
what I
in
mean?
the things like even in the Karate Kid, they made it like a little local kind of tradition. It wasn't like a world thing, was it? It was like the local
It's a
community
California-
got together
California
in the PE
tournament.
hall. It was wasn't even that. It was like the All Valley, like Mid South or something, whatever it
Yeah.
was. And it was like people that lived within a 5-minute radius. But Best of the Best was like made it out like it was be some like world thing. It's like
But it probably is. Like, I mean, there's world champion martial art tournaments now that we don't know about them, but they're actually going on.
Exactly.
People are winning medals. People are winning trophies. Do you know what I mean? Like, they take it
Nice.
serious.
Tom Hardy was doing martial arts thing, wasn't he?
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, he's done his jiu-jitsu.
And there was a really cool video where he was saying he was actually nervous about it, and he was really humble in his thing. He said, like, sometimes you just got to come out of your comfort zone. He's like, I thought I was going to get my ass kicked, but I couldn't believe I went away with a medal. Like, you know, But I feel like people didn't want to hit him because they're like, that's Tom Hardy, man. He's been Bronson,
You don't
been
hit
paying-
people in jiu-jitsu. It's grappling and submission.
He doesn't do the kind of cage stuff. He does like it's traditional
you
jiu-jitsu.
think your foot beat me?
Good
That's
luck.
all he has to do. Put on a Bane voice
Yeah,
when
have
he's
you got
there.
another quiz? That last one. I'm not saying it's the worst quiz of all time.
The last tournament he did,
Can I just say?
Sorry.
Go on.
he didn't concede a single point, and he won every round he was in.
Is this Tom
Yeah.
Hardy?
Who, Michael?
Tom Hardy.
He's a blue belt, isn't he?
Michael would kick his ass.
I would.
I thought you were literally talking about Michael in that last round because it felt like it was written for Michael. Like Michael just kicked ass
No,
in that.
film quiz, and
quick
he's the only
shout
one that
out,
knows
quick
anything
shout out.
about films, apparently.
Quick
Well,
shout
yeah.
out. One of my friends
On our
actually
film
is
podcast.
one of my friends actually is a proper champion in jiu-jitsu. Adam Phillips. He represents Great Britain and won gold recently
Big up,
actually at
Adam.
some World Games.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Big
But
up, Adam.
Michael would just nut him and chin him. He'd fuck him up.
You need to take humility.
Michael
humility.
would actually kill him.
Humility.
Actually.
Yeah, it's a violent world out there. But no, I seen that interview with Tom Hardy and he was quite humble about, and it was nice. And even
Yeah, it was lovely.
and even if you're the baddest man on the planet, that's probably still how you should talk. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we're just like, listen, there's always somebody in the gym better.
Speaking of the baddest man on the planet,
Mike
I don't know if
Tyson.
you're into your combat sports. No. Mike Tyson, 60 years old.
I'm looking forward to that next week.
So am I.
Mike Tyson
So
So
fight.
am I,
Jake
but there's
Paul.
something even better happening
having
next
that.
week. The actual baddest man on the planet is fighting again. John Jones is back.
Silence.
Is that
The
MMA?
greatest combat artist of all time. You ask
He
people
sounds like he
Dana
makes
White,
his
knows
own-
everything.
Cans of soup, like
Yeah,
That was
you
Tumbleweed.
ask someone like Dana White,
That was
and you'll say you
Tumbleweed.
can pick one person in human history to go in a room with someone I pick. Only one comes out alive.
John
Is
Jones.
that,
John
the,
Jones.
is that the
John
skinny black guy?
He's not skinny. He's a heavyweight. He weighs about
See,
16 stone.
I've always heard Joe Rogan talk, and I think I've seen one John Jones fight because I'm not really into UFC, but
He's unbelievable.
yeah,
is that the guy that made the lean machine? He says it's so good I wrote my name on it.
that's George Foreman.
Oh, okay.
John
the
Jones
Foreman Grill.
doesn't- just
Oh yeah,
makes it look
Foreman
easy.
Grill.
No, I
Yeah.
think
Never lost.
I think,
Beat the best of the best.
but he's never lost in that. It doesn't necessarily mean he can transfer over to boxing where it's Queensberry rules. Do you know what I mean? It's
No,
it's
I mean, he's
apples
not-
and oranges.
yeah, but-
do you know what I mean? In a street fight.
Yeah, but on an actual fight, if you locked him in a room with someone else,
Yeah.
he'd probably be the only one that comes
But
out
then they
alive.
said that about that Nagano as well, and like he was just this.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
a
just this
monster.
machine. But then Anthony Joshua, who's a terrible boxer in my opinion, knocked him out cold. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but if you switch role reversals, Anthony Joshua wouldn't make it 35 seconds in a cage.
but at the same time, if he probably could, because that guy's going to come at him just the same, and he gets jabbed in the face and fell unconscious. So a punch
Yeah,
to punch,
He's a
king's
bit of a
kick.
submission. It's
big
like when
guy.
you look at
Doesn't matter.
when you sort of Conor McGregor went 10 rounds with Floyd Mayweather.
But-
Floyd Mayweather wouldn't last a minute in a
But
cage.
I'm
Not
not.
a minute, that's
No
generous, 30
disrespect.
seconds.
No disrespect to Conor McGregor, but Floyd Mayweather put $5 million on himself for the 10th round. Floyd Mayweather carried that man for 10 rounds deliberately, because the higher he went the rounds, the longer the rounds. Because if he'd have knocked him out in the first round, he wouldn't have made as much money. He made something like 96 million on his bet.
They made a good point. They said this is the one time when Floyd Mayweather has stood across the ring of someone that he knows that if it wasn't a boxing match, he would have zero chance of winning this fight.
I know. I think when people compare
That's
things,
different rules, of course. That's the same for anything.
That's exactly.
Your jiu-jitsu
It's
guy
apples and oranges. Do you know
fights
what I mean?
Michael at boxing. Michael's going to kill him. Michael fights him at jiu-jitsu. He's going to out-grapple, Michael, for instance.
Don't know. You see these jiu-jitsu
Doesn't
guys.
mean he's
it's
harder
crazy
or
what they do.
tougher
They
or
grapple
No,
you. It's
I
over.
agree, Kevin. It's apples and oranges with these things, and it's like, I'm not a fan of. I never in my life in a street fight would I ever want to be rolling about the ground with anybody, because friends of theirs will kick you in the face. People will stomp you. The best place to be is on your feet, 1, 2, and it's over. That's the safest space in any kind of environment. But if somebody's
You should
coming at
watch
you,
some John Jones fights.
I've
It's
seen him once, and I've
ridiculous
seen
how good
I've
he
seen a
is.
couple of clips. I know he's a big, fast,
I know
strong man,
him. I've googled him. I know who he is.
but there's
Yeah,
people,
great
but there's
all
people
time.
out there, like, I'm not being funny. There's heavyweights out there that you can't just come into them and think you're going to take the legs away from them. These guys, I'm not being funny. If you take the legs away from a guy like Mike Tyson and you start rolling, he's going to bite your jugular and rip your throat out. That's Mike Tyson as a human being. And he's strong. He's got an athlete. Look at Mike Tyson's back. He's not a big man. but his back is massive because he's got this wrestler strength. So
I can't see
he's
Jake
not-
Paul doing anything, but that's what's exciting because
it is
Jake Paul's
exciting.
got a bit of a lump, got a bit of punch on him.
I don't
and if he
care.
catches
That's not going
someone,
to. That
but-
that Jake Paul struggled to beat Tommy Fury, who couldn't waff.
He didn't beat Tommy Fury.
No,
he lost.
No, but he couldn't beat. That's my point. So, and Tommy Fury couldn't waff flies off a cow's ass. So.
The only thing I would be concerned about for Tyson is his stamina at 60 years old.
I just think he's going to.
Has he got the gas
Mark
tank?
my words, he's going to drop him with a
any
liver
videos.
shot.
Yeah, watch any of his videos. Yeah, that's the thing I'm saying about Tyson. When you watch his videos, he's so good at ducking and moving.
Yeah, but can he do
and
that
getting the
at
kidneys?
60 years old for 25 minutes straight nearly?
No,
Oi, watch
he'll
the
not last that
Netflix
long.
documentary. There's a Netflix documentary on right now. There's
I
2
watched it.
parts available right now.
I watched the
Yeah,
first
but
one.
it's edited in a way. Like,
Third one's
it-
coming out in a couple of days. It's the training regime of both of them.
I'll tell you now, if them
Tyson
two
looks
went
harder.
running round a 400-metre track, Jake Paul's getting round there double the amount of time as
Absolutely,
Mike Tyson.
absolutely. Because as you say, he's 58 years old, and I understand that.
But he's not as
Jake Paul's what, 26?
He's not as agile.
But what you
Jake
need to remember
Paul
is-
may be able to run a marathon, and Tyson wouldn't. But Tyson in the ring has got the manoeuvring, the
James,
pivoting,
James, what-
twisting,
If he
the
just
turning.
runs him about
James,
circles.
James, what you need to understand is, see if you go in a cage with a 30-year-old lion, it's still going to fuck you up. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it's a young lion, it's a lion. And Jake Paul is not a lion. Jake Paul's an entertainer. He's a very fit young man. He's very athletic. But Mike
Fuck it,
Tyson,
I might bet on it. Should we put our money where our mouth is, and should we all put like 10 quid on it?
yes,
Just for a laugh.
Yes.
I've never bet on anything in my life.
yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a tie.
No,
Not gonna allow.
if Mike
It's got-
Tyson,
it-
I think Mike Tyson knows his reputation would be in the gutter if Jake Paul knocked, and I think that's the only thing that's the saving grace for Mike Tyson.
And I feel like
by the way, there cannot be a tie. The rules are knockout or points that you
Well,
cannot.
yeah, points can be a tie.
And it's
No,
and
there
it's
has to be
10,
a tie.
and it's 10 and 12-ounce gloves or something. I think no, honestly, Mike Tyson's going to step in there, and within 3 minutes, he's going to hit that kid with a liver shot, and he's going to send him to the canvas. He's just going to
well,
bully
he
him.
doesn't want to do the whole rounds, does he? He wants
No,
to get in there and
well,
get it done.
They're
It would be
2-minute
silly
rounds,
to
aren't
try
they?
and go the distance because Mike Tyson doesn't go the distance. It's not. That's not his.
Yeah,
2-minute
stamina.
rounds.
He doesn't need to though. The whole point is knock him out before you lose stamina.
But imagine this,
Yeah,
right?
it's-
Say you're a young, fit guy and you're really athletic and you're really good, right? And you bump into a guy like Lennox Lewis, who's 58, 60. If you're arguing with him in the street and he hits you, chances are you're going to the hospital. No matter how young and fit you are. Chances are
Oh yeah,
you're...
yeah. If they
Dead
get
cold.
one on you, you're yeah.
Because,
So the
because
rules.
that never changes. That never goes anywhere, that power. And that's...
So here's the rules of the Jake Paul
What's the gloves?
and Mike Tyson fight. The rounds are only 2 minutes long. The bout cannot go longer than 8 rounds. The glove size will be 14 ounce, which is not.
I thought it was 12.
It's kind of a bit weaker.
Yeah,
Usually
no.
they're 10. I fight with 10. Well, I did. Knockouts will be allowed, and a winner will be announced at the end of 8 rounds, no matter what.
Yeah, my money's on Mike.
So they must have enough judicials that's an odd number.
It's a
so
14-ounce glove.
they
That's
cannot
pretty
draw.
bad.
If I had to
You-
bet, it would be Tyson, but I wouldn't bet a
You
lot.
spar with 16s.
I really wouldn't bet a lot
Yeah.
of money on it.
I've only got 16s and 10s in the house.
Also, you got to remember it's boxing, which is the most corrupt sport going.
Yeah, I mean,
If they make millions from this, it's going to be a tie.
Right, Jake Paul cannot lose. He is a winner no matter what. He's either got beat by the best or he's beat the best.
He's not beat by the
Tyson
best.
has got
Mike
everything.
Tyson's not the best.
Tyson's got everything to lose.
yeah, his reputation more than anything.
But
Because
also,
even-
you've probably got-
Really? He could walk out and be like, yeah, I'm 60, you know.
Yeah, I
fuck
know,
it.
but
Yeah,
he's
but you
not-
probably have like
but
Dr. Dre and Eminem in the crowd watching, so he
in
doesn't
their
want to
lingo,
lose.
you have
front
to
of the
remember,
voice.
it's not just getting beat; it's getting beat with a white boy. Do you know what I mean? And that would be more soul destroying for him. A YouTuber, yeah.
Little punk.
And to be honest, I
he's
think Jake
proven
Paul.
himself to be decent, but not Tyson.
Boxing's a white man's sport these days.
I think Jake Paul's he's doing his way. I don't have any objection. Again, I'll watch it. I'm looking quite forward to it. It's quite entertaining. There's an entire generation that has never seen Mike Tyson in a ring before. So
Yeah. When was his last fight? Because I've never.
he done
it's
that one
90,
with Roy
isn't it?
Jones about 6 years ago. Remember, 5 years ago.
That was embarrassing, though.
That was pretty bad. But
shameful.
again, the rules set on that were just silly because it was like 18-ounce gloves. It was just
No knockouts.
it was
18
silly.
ounce.
And I think
Like-
if you
It's
watch
like
Roy
a pillow
Jones,
fight.
Roy Jones was getting interviewed on a podcast, and they said, like, I mean, what we thinking? He's like, he says, my corner man says, throw the uppercut, throw the uppercut. And he was like, you throw the uppercut. I'm not giving him any ideas.
It'll be an interesting spectacle, but it is a gimmick fight.
It is a gimmick fight,
which is what
but
it is.
I think
it's a pensioner versus a 25-year-old.
I think if Mike Tyson actually turns up, if he's turning up for a payday, then it's going to be dreadful. Do you know what I mean?
The funny thing is, no one actually can win out of this. If Mike Tyson wins, everyone expected it. Blah blah blah. If Jake Paul somehow wins, you beat up a 60-year-old man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
really?
And again, to shout
You
out,
beat up someone older than your dad.
what you need to remember is Jake Paul has never actually he's fought one professional boxer, one, which was Tommy Fury, and again Tommy
That was a terrible fight.
Fury's not a great boxer. Do you know what I mean? So
No, never will be.
to fight all these other guys that are what do you call them?
Basketball players and stuff.
He fought a few retired UFC guys. Now again, apples and oranges. It's just silly. Like,
Do you want a few more little music things for a quiz?
round?
if you want.
I genuinely think that if we do a quiz again, there should be mandatory paper and pens so that no one shouts out, because some people are quicker than others, and people write it down at the end. I go back and say, "What did you get?"
And we hold our
Everyone gets a
scorecards
tick.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
but
gets a
otherwise you
tick.
could lie, so you have to put it up to the screen and be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. He's in an office.
No, my kid was coloring.
Oh, you genius.
But okay,
Did
so
you just do that?
the problem is with this is that songs are used in more than one film, so you could get it wrong but still be right. But we're looking for the most famous film that it's associated with, not the 500 other films that it may have been in the background of.
I know what you're going to
you
play.
know what I
I know what
mean.
you're going to play before you even play it. That's how good I am.
Go on. Go on.
Do you want me to guess?
You tell me.
Bohemian Rhapsody, Wayne's World. Bet it's one of
No.
them.
No.
No? Oh well. It's a good
That
guess.
actually gives me hope now. Thanks, Michael. That gives me hope.
Ready? So what are we doing here? Are we doing Buzz then, or what?
Wait till you finish, then we'll put our hand.
All right.
We'll just put our hand up.
I'll pay. Yeah. Okay.
You pay us.
Right. I've got it. I'll play 10 seconds. No one buzz. At the end of the 10 seconds, then you buzz. Okay.
Or should we write it down? I can put it in my notes.
No, we'll do paper and pen next time.
I can pretend to write it down.
I want to play a game. Now the game's simple. It's time for fingers on buzzers.
Right. Ready? Oh, it's a really fucking 1 second.
Buzz.
I'll give
Dirty
James
Dancing.
that. What?
Dirty Dancing.
Correct.
That's not
Another
what it's
point,
famous
do you know
for,
the
though.
name of the song?
Pardon? I've had time of my life.
Correct. Oh, yeah,
And it's
that's-
also in. Wait, I watched something the other day. I'm pretty sure it's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. They do the lift.
probably. Yes, it is.
It's definitely. It's definitely
who
in.
sung it,
Well,
though?
It's definitely in. Stupid, crazy, stupid love. Because they do the
it's
lift in that as
parodied.
well.
So it's
Huh?
all from
Yeah, in Crazy Stupid Love, Ryan Gosling and Emma
Stone.
Stone do it.
which is the point. It's only from Dirty Dancing and it's parried a million times.
Yeah.
Your
Right.
point.
10 seconds was clearly going to be too long for that one, so I'll do 5 seconds.
Who's had enough?
Ready?
He's having a hand shandy.
What?
5 seconds. We'll need 10 on this.
Oh, both of them.
That might not be enough for you
Don't
guys.
know any of that.
Jingle all the way?
No. Isn't it the beginning of like a film studio?
I don't know what song that is at all.
It's supposed to be a
I don't
film,
know,
though. It's
I'm-
not like the beginning of
I'm looking for
Pixar.
a film. I'll give you
Disney.
another 5 seconds. Unfortunately, you never know how long the intros are. As soon as it kicks in, I think you'll all know.
Is that Beauty and the Beast?
Give you. I know I'm looking at it, so I can.
Michael's out if it's wrong.
I
He's
can
giving his
lie.
guess.
But I think I would know this one.
Michael's out. It's between me and you, Drew.
That should be
my
enough.
God,
It's a Disney film, isn't it? I think.
keep going.
No.
Is this a score? Is this a score or is that a song?
It could be most. No, these are songs.
Hang on. I want to say the Goonies, but it's not. It's not.
It's not the
is it?
Goonies.
Nope.
They're both out now.
I mean, I thought you got it in the first 10 seconds.
Tom is song of Tom and Jerry, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's this?
No one
What's
knows.
This? There's color everywhere. What's
They're
this?
knobs and
There's
broomsticks.
white things in the air. What's this?
I don't know.
I can't believe my eyes. I must be dreaming. Wake
Yeah,
up.
turn it off.
This is
Oh, it's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Way! God, Jesus Christ!
No.
I thought that was the easier one.
No, I've never seen that film.
That's because
Do
you're,
I, do I,
you're,
do I get that?
you're a Danny Elfman
Yeah.
file.
I've never watched it.
Oh, James, that's got to be our homework, dude.
How have you not seen Nightmare for Christmas? It's on every
Next
Christmas.
Right, he's only
Amazing.
press play.
Your kid will love it. Reef will love it.
Yeah, he's past that. You know what he's into now, don't you?
Team
He's
America.
gone on about he's on about Slender Man and Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff.
So is my kid. They're obsessed. I think it's
How
through.
old's yours though?
I think it's through. He's 10. I think it's through.
Reeves just turned 6.
Oh, he's well ahead then, isn't he?
He's a maniac.
Does he play games like Fortnite and things like that, or?
No, he watches like Shin Godzilla when I'm not looking. He said the other day on the car ride back, he said, Dad, the other morning when I got into your bed and watched iPad, on being sneaky, I put on Shin Godzilla. I was like, it's not sneaky if you tell me afterwards.
Kid's a winner.
Right,
I
next
was like,
one.
also, how did you find that?
Kids going
Next one.
places.
You're not getting long on this one.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Hakuna Matata.
Buzz.
Lion King.
James.
It is Hakuna Matata by Pumbaa and Timon.
No, Nathan Lane.
Well, it's not by Pumbaa Matau.
Yes, it is.
Nathan Lane.
Only the character.
I think Rafiki might get involved.
But that's not the film, though, is it?
Michael.
Yeah,
Gordon.
Lion King. Hakuna Matata.
Right.
Great
so
game
again,
as well
this
on the
film,
Mega Drive.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Everyone here should know which film this is from. Again, it could be in loads of films, but
Are we doing
there
Hands
is-
or Buzz? Just to be clear here.
He's going to do Tubular Bells, isn't he?
No one do anything until I press pause. I'm going to play it till I think it's you should know what it is, or I see an inkling, and then I'll stop it.
I know what it is. Batman Forever Seal, Kiss from a Rose.
Seal. I
Uh,
think my hand was up.
Seal.
That film,
with a
that
kiss.
is the number one soundtrack
I think my
of,
hand-
of a film that's never been in the film.
Yeah,
Do
it's at
you
the
know how I
end.
know that?
Is it the
I
end?
had this. It's at the very end. I had a steel circle disc case for that movie soundtrack that I bought in like 1996 or 5.
It's a
They used it in the trailer, though, if you remember. They used it in the
The
trailer.
only song I remember from that whole soundtrack as well.
Trailer bait.
Kevin.
One of my favourite songs of all time.
Buzz. Top Gun.
We all know that. Yeah.
Rock-
Take my
I
breath
don't know
away.
Take my breath away.
Roxette. Was it
We all
Roxette?
know it. We're all geniuses.
who got it? Who? Everyone, be honest. Who got it first?
I think I got it first.
Michael's. Well, yeah, Mike. Well, I think we were all on time, but give it to Michael.
Oh no,
Take my point away.
Berlin. Sung it. Berlin. 2 points.
I actually broke my record. I listened to it too much of that soundtrack.
Agreed.
So now it warps between like tracks 4 and 5. And also, can anyone, for a bonus point, the name of the real soundtrack of Top Gun, and it's not Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins.
You asked this one before.
What do you mean?
Yep.
And I remember
It's
the answer,
Mighty
but
Wings
yeah.
by Cheap Trick.
Cheap,
That's it.
cheap trick. I like cheap
That's
trick.
the actual
Next
the
one.
actual soundtrack.
Next one. Back to the Future.
Hugh Lewis and the News,
Hugh Lewis
Power
and
of
the
Love.
Force.
Well, from Back to the Future 1.
Anyone want a bonus question for where it was graphically valid? No, actually, ignore me.
Your
Ignore
words?
me. Think of a different
He's
one.
having,
sentences?
he's having a stroke.
I was thinking
James
of a different
Woods
one.
High.
Going more old school, but just as easy.
Paz, The Graduate,
Michael?
Mrs. Robinson, Simon and Garfunkel.
That is a
Yes.
great shout.
What? You got that in like 2 seconds.
Simon and Garfunkel. We're going to get them to stop that immediately, or we're going to get kicked off.
I'll give you a bit of movie trivia between Anne Bancroft and Dustin Hoffman. There was literally like 3 years between them.
Was that it?
Yeah, it was like 3 to 5 years. Yeah, it was nothing between Dustin Hoffman and Anne Bancroft.
Next one, you're getting between 1 and 2 seconds on this one.
Standard Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
James.
Obviously, Ghostbusters.
Ray Parker Jr.
Yeah, I've got that. Do you know what? Reef's got
Who you
that
gonna
on
call?
record on his bedroom wall.
Who are you going to call?
That's also specifically from Ghostbusters 1. It changed in Ghostbusters 2. Different people singing it.
I did not
We
know
watched
that.
it the other day. Yeah, it's a slightly different song, and also the car's slightly different as well.
Ecto 1.
Yeah, it has when it magically changes because they go to a birthday party to perform, and everyone's like, "We want
He-Man.
He-Man," and they get like booed out, and then they get back in, and now their car's got like digital boards on the
That's
side,
right, yeah.
and it's got like yellow and black striping on it, so it's slightly different.
Hazard.
Not as good as the original.
Next one, going old school.
Vigo. Is this wait? I think I know.
Go on.
Is this I was gonna say Snow White.
It's a Beautiful Life.
Oh yeah. Gone with the Wind.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Similar era.
Moon River. Moon
Wasn't it
River.
was?
And 2.
Is it Moon River?
No.
Wait, I've got it. Street Fighter with Van Damme.
What?
Street Fighter with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I do
Sound of
agree.
Music. Oh,
Singing in the Rain.
Is that
Gene
Gene
Kelly.
Yeah.
Singing in the
Yeah.
Rain.
How did none of us get that?
It's
Yeah.
too long an intro. Couldn't get that. I think you need to skip it right in the middle
Actually,
of the song.
Clockwork Orange.
Singing in the Rain is synonymous with
I should
Singing in
get,
the
I should
Rain.
get a bonus point for Clockwork Orange.
I'll give you a bit of movie
I think you're
trivia.
going to get
When
less than 5 seconds for this one.
When Gene Kelly performed that, his temperature was like 110. He had a mad fever when he performed the Singing in the Rain scene.
Oh, wow. So it's quite good that there was like water hitting him because
Yeah,
then it cooled him down a bit.
he had like a temperature that should take you to the hospital,
Wow.
Pussy.
but he soldiered on. Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Will Smith.
Yeah, it's the Men in Black.
No one appeared the rules there.
Here come the Men in Black.
See, slide with me, just slide with me.
That was a
Isn't
tune.
isn't that a sample of an 80s song? Send
Yeah.
me, forget me nots. Yeah.
Are you saying someone in the hip hop world sampled and stole music?
Yeah.
Shocking.
Mad, isn't it?
It's like the Wild Wild West song was sampled from
Stop.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder.
Fight Club. Where is my mind?
Yeah. It's kind of getting pointless taking scores now.
Is
We're
it
all
Fight
over the
Club?
place, but-
Is it Fight Club? It's synonymous with though.
Yeah.
Like, am I saying the right
Yeah.
one?
Where is
Synonymous?
my mind? It's Radiohead.
Gangster's
Sorry,
Paradise.
Mary.
In the
From the film Dangerous
Dangerous
Minds.
Minds.
Dangerous
It was,
from
Minds.
Coolio. Yeah.
Oh, cool there, man. What a
Dangerous
cool.
Minds was the movie.
Yes.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Featuring
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
No one's going to get this one.
Eight
I
Mile.
know. Yeah,
8 Mile.
Eminem.
Lose yourself.
I hardly played anything there.
Mom, spaghetti and manure. What's the verse?
Yeah. He's nervous. Oh, he's nervous on the But it's the
It's
oh,
calm
fuck
and
it.
steady.
Yeah. Vomit on his
Sure,
vomit
sweater.
on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti. He
That's
looks
it.
nervous.
I think we've actually
On the-
gained
On the surface, he looks
rounds. Like, it's
calm
been
and ready.
split seconds.
ready to drop bombs.
And we've all
but they
known
keep
most
getting
of them. It's just
Yeah,
who's been picked.
Did you know Eminem's got a restaurant called Mum's Spaghetti?
Yeah, it's genius bit of advertising.
Apparently he's touring next year, but it's only a rumour at the moment. So,
Of course he will.
It looks like David Guest with that black
Kev, have
beard.
you seen Incubus are touring next year? They're doing the whole of Morning View
Ooh, I'm interested in that.
plus extra. Yeah, it came on sale the other day, so I don't know how quick it will sell out, but they're doing the whole of Morning View album and some extra bits.
Can I
me
just
in
say
mind
though,
that.
if I was a viewer, right, I wonder how frustrated they get with us because, like, when we start rounds, we have these massive segues, and they're like, "Just get with the next one." Do you know what I mean? They're there at home with their pens and pencils, whoever it is. No,
I
no
think
one's
if you're
doing that.
stupid enough to watch us 2 hours in, you kind of like, made your own bed.
Next one.
Fair enough.
Was that
Oh yeah.
Aerosmith for
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Armageddon.
Armageddon.
featuring the only film that Liv Tyler did.
That was a
Can you name
brilliant
another
film,
Liv
man.
Tyler film?
Huh?
Another Liv Tyler film. His daughter, who was in that film.
Name another one.
Yeah, what about it?
Empire Records.
What else did she do?
She was in a film
She
I
was in
watched
Lord
the
of the
other
Rings.
day.
Yeah, she was in The Strangers.
She was,
one.
yeah.
She was in the
Robot
first
and
Strangers.
Frank. I just watched Robot and Frank. She's not much in that, but it was good.
She had a really very brief and quick career, didn't she?
No, she's done a
Yeah,
quite
but
a
maybe
lot.
she just decided she didn't want to do it, man. Like,
Didn't need it. Her dad's a millionaire. Armageddon is a really
I
underrated
think
film.
Liv Taylor though wasn't raised with Steve Tyler as her dad. I think she didn't know who her dad was until she was like 14, 15.
Well, she thought Bruce Willis was her dad for a long time.
True story.
Like during the late 90s. Because he died on an asteroid and she got really sad.
I was actually believing you there for a second.
Dad. Yeah.
That is actually one of the saddest movie scenes in it, let's be
Great, it
honest.
was.
Behave.
What was his
When he pushes AJ back into the...
name? Bruce Willis. He's one of the coolest characters. Harry Stamper.
Yeah.
One of the coolest guys ever.
What a name.
Oh, do you remember
It's like
that
being
scene
called
where he
Lance
says we never want to
Buttercup. What
pay?
a great name that would be.
He says
Taxes.
we're going out there to risk our lives. We never want to pay taxes again.
Like-
You got it.
Well, you know Bruce Willis isn't his real name, don't you?
Yeah.
What's his real name?
Google it quick. It's not Bruce Willis. It's something not cool.
It's something Bruce Willis, though.
No, it's not.
Is it Bruce
We discussed this
Bartholomew
the other
Willis?
It's like Vin Diesel is called Mark Vincent.
Well, Brad Pitt is
Yes, Walter
William.
Bruce Willis.
What's his name?
Walter Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Walter
Brad
Willis.
Pitt is William Bradley Pitt. True story.
So his name's Walter Willis. Not as cool, is it?
Nah, Bruce.
Definitely not.
Bruce is a strong name. Bruce Wayne.
Mark Vincent doesn't really have the impact of Vin Diesel either, to be fair.
Yeah.
But Reginald Dwight and Elton John also similar sort of situation.
Well, I think we should call it quits on that one. Guess who won the quiz?
James.
Don't know.
Michael.
What do you mean, dunno?
Don't know. It went a bit hectic, didn't it?
James was the winner on that last music one, but
What?
overall, Michael
I think
won.
overall we all knew pretty much a lot of it, apart from
Yeah.
the Bond one,
and,
which I
and,
was pretty clueless on.
and Drew gets a participation medal, so thanks
Oh,
for
nice.
joining.
Brilliant.
No, I'm
There's
joking.
there's no
Drew
losers.
Clearly,
Drew,
Drew clearly
you got
knew
a beautiful
everything.
head of hair. That's all you need, kid.
Thank you, bro. Thank
you're
you.
just
man.
a millisecond behind with your beeps and buzzers, but I know you knew them.
I
'cause
just got
know-
my fingers and buzzers wrong. That just sounds weird, but
I was like,
That's it. All right, cool. All right. Well, thanks for joining us again. Thank you to Michael to being on. And next week we have a different guest, a new one. Someone's going to give us some behind-the-scenes info on the cinema itself. See you next week. Bye-bye.
bye.
bye.
James just shows the middle finger, doesn't say goodbye. He has contempt for the listeners.
This has been Rage Whale. Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you had a whale of a time.